You said a couple minutes.
You said a couple
I
minutes.
said a
We've been
couple
lied
minutes,
to.
but I mean, yeah, you
And
have
then
a
you
couple
counted down
minutes.
from 3.
You have a couple of minutes while we do the intro. Hello, everybody, and welcome one and all to Once Upon a Tabletop, where we tell body swapping tales using tabletop RPGs. I am your host and game master, Shane Rachels, joined by our beloved Season 1 cast. Say hello, everybody.
Hello?
Okay,
Okay,
just
I didn't
waves.
see my green lighting
no
up.
words.
I said hello!
Okay. You can
What
get
do you
the screen.
Oh,
Just
I
breaking
thought it was
everybody's
me.
eardrums.
No, we heard the hello!
I was talking and then apparently it didn't catch anything.
Now we just need the seagull meme. Anyway, we are here to dive into episode 7 of our very first campaign, Veilbreak. But first, a couple of notes. The first one being, we won't be interacting with chat during the episode, but make sure to stick around afterwards for bonus action. We'll hang out, thank followers, thank everybody who showed up, talk about the episode and do all that. That's where you can interact, hang out, ask questions, do all that kind of stuff. So look forward to that. The other thing that the other note is that this is episode 7, and that means we had an episode 6. And because there's an episode 6, that means we have to do a recap for those who might be tuning in for the first time. I think, given the events of last episode, we should leave this recap to our resident Spuppet.
I'm a spuppet.
Bailiff, I guess.
I don't want to be a spuppet. I don't know where my body is. That's about it. Yeah. That motherfucker stabbed me.
There's a little bit more to it than that, but if you want to give us
No?
an actual recap.
Yeah, I guess. Fuck, where did we start the last episode?
At the end of
Oh yeah,
episode
the
1.
siren. Yeah, so we were wandering around checking out a potion maker shop thing.
Way to
That I
avoid
cannot
using
pronounce.
the word.
Oh yeah, I almost tried to say it. I need you to know that. I caught myself. When a siren went off, so we took shelter in a house beside the building we wanted to check out. And we were looking out into the streets when we saw these weird little spidery, puppety wooden things wandering the streets, killing the automatons, from what it looked like.
Oh, that's
So
right.
yeah,
You can't say apothecary.
Shut up. I don't need to know that. After hiding and stuff for a little bit, we had went to explore said shop. But we split up, Aggie staying behind, and then eventually after checking out the shop and finding a little bit of information here and there, we went to regroup. By we, I mean Zen went to check on Aggie. Raylith hears Aggie scream because of a joke that Zen played, not knowing it was a joke, and went to rush out of a building to help, and got attacked by 2 carionets, is what they were called, right?
Mm-hmm.
Spider puppets. Creepy ass spider puppets. And apparently if they hit you and you fail a save, which I did terribly, you get soul swapped. And then that bitch ran away with my body.
Yep.
So yeah, that scroll would have been nice. The one that's currently on my body.
The irony there was not lost on me.
And we decided that we were going to try to find more scrolls to protect everyone else from that happening to them, and try to find a way to fix me and capture my body before we leave this rift.
Yep. Because that might be pretty important.
And I pissed off men.
You did piss off men. There was more to it after that, though. You got half the episode.
Really not.
Yes.
We went to a hole in the ground.
Yeah, we went to the crater.
We found
We found out that Bureau was a good guy.
Yep.
Bureau was a good guy. We don't know why they took Bureau. I'm trying to find out more about him as well to try to figure out why this place fell. And that there was a magical, like basically a conductor, I guess. A power source that was doing the impossible, basically.
Yep. The little bits and pieces of the story. But yeah, you found Bureau's warehouse. He's the one who was crafting all the automatons. It seems that the automatons going crazy had nothing to do with him. And, generally, he was a pretty good guy. It looks like, at least.
Had to do with his
Um,
brother.
So you are all kind of outside that warehouse. There's a large, crater basically where part of the city kind of collapsed upon itself. A lot of broken buildings, a lot of fallen over stands and stuff like that. A lot of what looks like really shoddy building materials. Once again, this was in the part of the city that would normally be known as the slums. Not very well built stuff. Corrugated sheet metal and 2x4s is pretty much the standard for most of the stuff around here. You all decided on a course of action. You wanted to go find more of these scrolls to try to bolster your protection, and then you were going to head to the laboratory at the palace. My question, because I can't have too much input here, is what method are you going to use to go try to find these scrolls? What's your plan of action here?
Bribery.
Okay. I mean, solid. You do
Right.
have some gold pieces. I don't know if we discussed how
I'm going to
much.
bribe the DM with
Oh.
real money.
Oh.
Real
I'm
money.
going to tell you what. Drop a dono in the chat. And depending on how much it is, we'll see.
No.
Okay.
I do have a question. The initial place we started where we drew our map based on the map in the wall, was that spot marked on the map?
It was, yeah.
Was it a certain color?
It would have been a blue circle.
Circle?
Mm-hmm.
Based on that, do we think perhaps the blue places might have the possibility of having more scrolls?
Or they're just more holes in the ground.
I mean, it's
I mean,
only
they
one way
could
to
be.
find out.
The first place was just a hole in the ground.
I mean, technically. Slightly
This
safer
also
hole in the
seemed-
ground.
It also seemed to be, the kind of epicenter, if you will, where a lot of this starts from, because this guy's behind a lot of it in one way or another.
What?
I mean, that made sense to you, maybe.
Let's just go check out another fucking Blue X. My God, I swear you guys can't speak the same language as me.
No, I'm beginning to see that as well.
Jumped on top of a building for you. I was trying to chase your little fairy ass. That wasn't you, but it was you.
It's still me, and I would like that body back.
Okay, well, maybe be a little more grateful.
Yeah, but now you have
Listen.
Spike for
Maybe
arms.
speak more plainly. I do.
That's so much cooler than fairy wings.
I wasn't so cooler.
No, I don't want her to touch me with those ever. Actually, I could handle if she brushed against me with the wings. That no.
Yeah, but now you have permanent toothpicks, so you ever get something stuck in your teeth, you can just
She doesn't
can-
have teeth.
take it out.
Hurt
Oh,
myself?
right.
I don't
You
have
have
a
a
mouth.
mouth. Oh.
I still
We
don't get
make
how
you a
I'm
mouth.
talking.
We can carve you a mouth.
Please don't.
Aggie, think of how sad this is. She can never eat anything again like this.
Yeah, more food for me. It's a wonderful thing.
I got nothing for you. He don't feel pity.
That backfired on you, didn't it? Ha! All right,
Okay,
so Blue
Check
X,
out
let's
those
go.
X's. Yeah.
On the map,
Yeah.
which cardinal direction is the closest Blue X that we haven't been to?
Oh dear God.
Should
You
we
know,
try
I
to
haven't
find
tried
one closer
reading the
to our
map.
initial goal?
Hmm?
Should we try to find one closer to the other place that we're trying to go?
Well,
Do you know where the castle citadel thing is?
we discussed it's probably the one that's right there. That's kind of
Probably
in the
the really
middle.
big
That's
one.
really big. Yeah.
We're in a hole. I'm not very tall. I can't see over things.
We're talking
I guess
about
I am
the
taller
map
than normal.
in the direction. Oh,
I will
I'm just
skittered
taller in
fiery
general.
out of the crater.
You go walking up to the edge of the crater. It's not hard for you in particular, Raylith, to climb because you have spider walk, so you just kind of walk up the side of it the way you do, and you manage to make your way up to the top. I mean, here's the thing. It's still kind of hard to see over the edge of the crater because there's buildings. I mean, you are kind of in the middle, or rather on the edge at this point of the city, but there are buildings and stuff all around you. The rather large building that you guys assumed to be the palace is actually on the map that you were looking at.
That's what we discussed last time. It's on the map.
And we have to get out of the crater either way, so.
I mean, yeah, fair.
We didn't discuss what direction we want to go.
Mm.
Where are y'all? Which way? Well, yes, we want to go this way, but there's different ways to go about getting there.
Oh.
Damn.
Then please take charge of the group. I'm a puppet.
I see.
The most
Please.
indecisive.
I literally just asked, like,
ever tried
5
to be.
seconds ago.
As
Which cardinal direction are we going in?
Nobody chose. That's
So-
why I asked again.
Y'all have the map. I can't hold it. I don't have
Yeah.
hands.
somebody,
You're the one who drew the map.
Aggie,
I didn't
look
draw
at
the
the
map.
map.
Not you, him.
Yeah, I'm looking at the map. What do you want?
Okay, now we are here. So that means
Yeah.
that the closest one will be right here. Which direction is that? What am I pointing at right now?
East.
There we go. And then I pat Aggie on the head. Good boy.
And so is the castle to the east as well? Am I making up this map? All right, let's go. Going to the east.
The castle is to the north. You are all currently on the east side of the city,
Son of a bitch.
near the eastern wall, where the.
I don't even know why I
Through the
try.
map sideways.
Now there
Oh,
was an
look.
official map you guys could have found, and I would have shown that to you, but you didn't get it. So,
Oh, it's upside down. Okay, we go to the west. Gotcha.
Oh, okay. That
Here,
makes-
we just put like a compass rose in the map just to know which way is up now.
solid idea that you guys probably did not have when you drew it. Yeah,
And I
that's-
just do a plus, but I don't specify which direction's which. Fucking hell.
Are we
No.
almost out of having disadvantage
Alright.
because of the compass? No? Okay. Because he didn't label anything? Great.
map is
so
still very
let's go
important.
ahead
to drawing.
and to the west.
So y'all are
Question
gonna
mark.
just to the closest X you guys can find. Is that what you're doing?
Basically.
Towards the west, yes.
Okay, the closest blue X. Okay. So there is a pattern to the X's and circles and the blue and red, and I don't know if you guys have quite figured this out yet. You begin traveling towards the closest blue X. This will be another skill challenge. So we need some help from everybody. We have survival is going to be our first check. This is the person actually reading the map, trying to get to where you're supposed to go. This is going to be a disadvantage. So who wants to take this?
I'm on it.
No.
Let's just hope that nothing is a charisma check, because otherwise I'm screwing it on a +1. And you said disadvantage, right?
Correct. What'd you get?
4.
4.
Oh,
That's one fail.
yay.
Okay, the second check is going to be for perception. This is going to be the person who's
I think
looking
it's
out,
this way.
watching for danger.
Nope, it's this way.
This is going to be the
think
person
I'll-
that's watching out for danger, trying to keep an eye on your surroundings, making sure nothing's sneaking up on you, that kind of thing.
What is
I
this
could take
Muppet's
that,
perception?
but Oh, probably none. So I'll take it.
You'll take it. Okay.
Yeah. I had to look to see what it is. +6. Okay. Did I say 19 +6 or 25?
25 perceptions, solid. That is one pass. Doesn't seem like there's anything dangerous following you. No loud noises, nothing like that. That's giving you any immediate danger, but that could always change in a split second, and you know that. The next skill check would be endurance. This is going to be an athletics check. This is going to be how tired and stuff you guys get.
I'll take the athletics.
Not the person who just yawned.
7. Athletics +5. What is that? 12?
7 + 5
Yeah.
is 12. Yes.
12, okay.
12.
12 is a pass,
probably
though
a
it's
fail.
barely a pass.
Oh!
So that's 2 passes, 1 failure, and it comes down to the last skill check, which is going to be stealth. How loud you guys are moving back and forth. There's only one person left to take this check.
I'm so silent with my spider legs.
Clicky
Watch me
clacky
spider climb
legs.
everywhere.
Yep.
Yeah, my clicky clacky wood.
You have
What's my
a
plus for this again?
you have a 20 dex, so +5.
Oh, thank God.
17 + 5 is a 22.
22 is a pass. Congratulations. All managed to pass that particular skill check. You make your way towards this blue X, kind of making your way through the city, down the city streets, moving through some alleyways, kind of doing that stuff. You get lost a little bit because you did fail the survival check. And it takes maybe a little bit more time than it probably should have, but you do eventually manage to make your way towards what you think is a blue X. You move into a kind of open square with a large stage at one end. And as you guys move into it, you stop staring at the edge of this square. Because there are dozens of puppets, marionettes, lining the edges of the stage up top. You see the stage itself is probably about 40 foot by 20 foot. There's a big kind of display with curtains and so on and so forth, lights that are draped across the whole thing. There's a lot of chairs and stuff set up in front of the stage. And all of these puppets, these marionettes, they are very familiar looking to you because you've been staring at one for a little while, are kind of racked up much the same way that the automatons would have been racked up. Only these stands aren't fallen over, they're not destroyed, so on and so forth. They're just kind of lined up on the stage. And there's a small fountain in the back. What do you do?
Are any of these mobile? Or are they all like seem to be
They are all
decommissioned? They're
dead still.
completely dead. Okay. I want to poke.
You want to poke one?
So, are you
I'm gonna-
letting us know you're going to poke one, or you're just going
I'm
up?
asking for thoughts
Permission?
on if I. Pretty much, yes.
Okay.
I want to. I don't. I think these are like the automatons that like were just bodies scattered. Like this place has been attacked, and I am trying to verify that these are no longer a threat.
All right. So while you do that, right?
I'm going to hide in a barrel.
Just going to do a little thing real quick.
Hide while
Well,
you
don't
do
mind me
that.
though, but just a little thing.
What's the
Just,
thing? You know where my backup's going to be in case these things come at me.
No, don't worry.
Hmm.
Just do it.
Yeah, I'm just
Just doing what
Yeah,
things? What are you doing
support
though? I'm just one puppet against whatever this is. If you guys don't have my back, so I just need to know. Where are you gonna be? Where am I? What am I doing?
I have your back.
Was
Don't
that how
worry.
we're doing it?
I'm hiding in a barrel.
Yeah,
I
just
don't have much of a back right now.
I shouldn't have done the opposite one. That's fine.
It's kind of weird actually.
I point to the stage. What's that right there?
something move?
And you
looks
can't
like
see me.
she's
I'm gonna
stage.
I'm gonna just say, all right, you can be safe. Tell us what's there, and I'll give you bardic inspiration,
All right, go over to the stage.
and I will hide in a barrel.
Zen is doing a stealth check, trying to hide. Right? I assume that's what you're doing.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Aggie is also hiding in a barrel specifically. What is Mimi
Yes.
doing?
I won't actually hide. I rolled for it, but I will walk with her instead. I thought about it. I thought
I
about joining
don't
everybody
think-
else.
I don't think you should be walking with her. I think the marionette should go check on the other marionettes, and you should hide in a barrel.
Are you saying this to me
I
first?
also think you should.
If the marionette is telling you to hide, maybe you should hide.
Okay, well,
I'm just saying, you saw what happened to me. Do you want to be one too?
okay. Well, if we go based off of what I decided to roll to be sneaky with everyone else, it was an 8.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're just not hiding
I
as
don't
well.
think it means it fucking helps.
Okay. So,
So
the
you're just
three-
standing in the middle of the street, just watching.
Yeah, basically. Behind a light post.
No survival instincts on this one.
and the light post. All right. Rayla,
Not actually!
you make your way across the square, kind of moving in between these rows of chairs and stuff that are set out. Very obviously a stage, some kind of street play or something along those lines. Or judging, actually getting closer and judging by the construction of the stage itself and how elaborate everything is, probably not a street play. Probably like this is probably a theater, a well-known theater in this town. And you get closer and closer and closer. Can I get a perception check, please? You do have bardic
You have a
inspiration, so you can
+0
roll a
for this?
d6, right, at this level, to add to it if you'd like.
1d6.
I have a +2 out of this, right? Aside from
Um,
his plus.
Wisdom, you actually have a +2.
Okay, so base 15 before Bardic of 5. Dirty 20?
20. Okay. As you get closer, you realize all of these puppets are in fact animate.
Like,
They're not moving, but there's something, some sense that you have. They could very easily move. They're waiting on something.
okay, we don't have any kind of like theater kind of thing at Astro, like at all, correct? Like nothing like, because we have the parks where people play, but not really like shows for people to go to and stuff like that.
I mean, not necessarily. People might have put on different shows and stuff here and there. They may have acted out parts from their favorite books or something.
Can you
along those
explain what a
lines.
show on Astra would look like, so I can decide what Raylith would be looking for here?
In Astra, it would probably be something more similar to, imagine like in classic fantasy, like a traveling troupe kind of thing, where they would set up a very small like curtain on the corner of a building or something like that. They would open it and have a couple of actors who are dressed with something that looks approximate to a character in a story, and they would just kind of act out a story. They're not extremely elaborate. They're not, productions. They're just a couple people acting out scenes from stuff in order to provide entertainment to a small group. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Imagine like a busker on a city street or something along those lines. You know what I mean? Like, just a couple
Thinking
people,
of-
like street performers kind of thing. That's more what Astra would be. This is something more like an outdoor theater, like a
yeah.
whole thing.
Well, instead of like even a group of street performers normally has like somebody in charge or directing or like signaling stage cues, stuff like that. On Astro, where would that person basically be in regards to, like, say if this was the stage and this is where the curtain was hung and stuff for a stage troupe? Would it be like behind the seats somewhere? Would it be in front of the seats?
So here's the interesting thing. For a street performance, I don't think there would be a director's position. I don't think that's a thing.
Not director's position, but like a lot of times troops have like troop leaders. Someone calling the shots, like choosing what they're acting out, etc.
I don't
So.
think so. It's more of a group thing. Everybody works together in a small group. It's not until you reach
So
the
on Astra, there's
elaborate
no
kind of
one
thing.
really.
Yeah, I don't think there would be. And you do get directors on like big stage plays where they're managing 30, 40 people, that kind of thing. But for small troops where it's 3 or 4 people, it's just some friends acting out a thing. I don't think there would be a director.
Okay. Well, these things look like they're waiting for direction, correct? They look like they're on standby in a way.
Potentially, yeah. You could have that thought.
Okay. So we didn't see any of these things during the day, correct? Not until that siren went off.
Correct.
She's gonna look for anything that might emit sound.
That might emit sound. Give me
Not like a person, but like, well, I mean, it could be like, I guess one of these like animatronics or something as well. Like if there were animatronics, but like not quite a speaker, because I don't know that they'd have those on Astra either. But like something that would give off the sound.
Give me a perception check. Remember, you have the +2. You don't have the Bardic now.
That's you said +2?
Mm-hmm.
16?
16. There are, at either side of the stage, what appear to be these large, kind of square, kind of rectangular things with what look like bowed edges up on poles with some wires running to them. If something had to be heard very loudly, it'd probably come from there. They seem angled out towards the crowd in such a way that, like, I mean, there's the thought.
Okay. Well, just based on what knowledge she would have in general, like, she's going to think possibly back to the siren being like an activation. That's like the only thought she has, because she didn't see them during the day. We didn't see them until the siren. Is there any way to disable these with no hands?
I mean, those wires could probably be, like, stabbed. Or something, potentially.
She's going to try to cut the wires, I guess.
You move up.
As quietly as possible. She's being very, very careful to be quiet with not wanting to knock stuff over and dodging the carionets on the ground and stuff, or in place, or if they're hanging.
Okay. Would you like to make a stealth check then?
Sure. +5 to that one, right?
Mm-hmm.
19.
19. Okay. You
My dice like 14.
Sneak through the different rows of these chairs and stuff and move over to, we'll say, the left-hand side first. Kind of moving, spidering around the way you do because you're a spider puppet right now. And you move up to one of these poles it is a speaker on the top of it. I mean, the wire kind of runs down the edge of the pole. It's easy enough for you to take the end of your little, spider arm and just kind of stab the pole, essentially. Cut the wire in half, and I mean, it cuts. You move over to the second one, you do the same thing. There doesn't seem to be any kind of reaction from the puppets.
She's going to cut you said there's another one. So I've got both of them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She's going to very carefully go back to Peru.
Okay. You make your way back down the lines of chairs and make your way back to the crew.
Okay. So they're not active at the second, but I don't. Between what we read back when we found the flyers and stuff, that they come at night, and between the fact that like only ever heard them or only saw them after the siren went off. I don't know if sound activates them, if it's night in general, or what. But they're currently, like, they're still dangerous. They're not dead, I don't think. But I don't know that I don't know that we should fuck with them.
Do you
I
want me to
cut the
make the siren
wires.
noise just to see if that like
No.
freaks them out?
Do you see how many are in here?
Yeah. Do you see I'm in a barrel?
Do you guys really want to hide and try to do the siren noise to test that? I mean, it's a theory, and we can figure out if we can like disable a siren to help, or if it's nighttime.
Or we
We
could
could narrow
use
it down
like
at
the
least.
siren to like our advantage later on.
Maybe.
Like, is it the siren goes off and they're like, oh shit, let's go scour the city for meat bags, or is it like the siren goes off and it's in a general direction or a
Guys,
certain
I hate.
frequency and they go to a certain area of the city? Because then, if that's the case, I can use a doobly doo thing and make them go in a different direction if it
Guys, I
happens
hate
again.
that I'm saying this, but I think Aggie may have a plan.
God damn!
But I just want to look up and around. Do I see like speakers or something to see where sirens, the siren sound may be coming from?
Just the
They're inside
speakers
the
whose
stage.
wires that she cut. In case you, for some reason, missed that entire section of what she was doing there.
Well, no, where we were, we heard a siren.
Yep.
So yeah, I wasn't sure what she cut. Okay.
I cut what might produce noise in here because I was worried that like if they go off for some reason that it would wake all of them up, basically.
Well, no, what I was trying to see was if there's anything around. You know, sometimes there's speakers on poles or something like that to see.
Like throughout the city.
Right.
Yeah, so are there like any other speakers outside of the ones that are on the stage, or just the ones on the stage that we can see?
Just the ones at the stage.
Do you guys want to hide while I see what happens if we make that noise?
Or we could follow the wires and see where that comes from.
They went up,
To where?
and I kind of cut those.
Where do they
The
go to from?
ceiling, I guess.
If they went down, if you follow them down, where do they go?
I mean, we could try to follow them if you want.
By
I thought you just wanted to make
we,
a sound
you
to
mean
even
you,
test this.
right?
Go on, puppet.
Excuse you?
Go on.
You're about to make the noise. Oh, okay. All right. Get in position, guys.
I'm getting
I'm gonna
lower in my
go
barrel.
play dead like these motherfucking things. Like whatever position they're in, then
So
they're
follow the wires where
deactivated.
they're coming out of the speaker. Like they're going, you cut them going into the speaker, but they're going somewhere else. Like the sound's coming from somewhere else. So follow the wires to the origin.
Are there any buildings near us?
I mean, you're in like a city square. I mean, there's buildings kind of lining around the whole thing.
Yeah, I want to find a better
Okay,
hiding
I just want to
spot.
go inside one of the buildings.
Okay.
Same.
Easy enough to do. I think most of these would probably be restaurants, food places, that kind of thing. People tend to gather,
Okay.
for, get food and drinks and stuff when they watch shows like this.
Mm.
So I think they'd be pretty popular in this area.
Nice. I just
Yeah. So
want to
you,
lay low and take a look.
yeah, so you enter into a building that looks a lot like the cafeteria in Astra. A lot of chairs, a bar on one end, that kind of thing.
I will follow them into the food hall.
You're in a barrel.
It's follow my stomach.
He's just solid snaking it right now, except in a barrel.
Constance, don't think about it. She wants to climb the foam on the wall.
Really bad.
She's considering it. Now she's just looking at me from on high. Anyway. You're gonna try to head back up to the front towards the stage and then follow these cables.
I'm gonna play dead for a second to see, because I don't want to be the only one of these carionets moving if the alarm goes off, and that's what wakes them first.
I think we have two different things happening here because Rayla thinks we're making a sound.
Yeah, I went inside because I thought there was a sound about to.
I thought that was what was happening too.
I'm saying you go check to see where the wires go and see what's making the sound. And then afterwards, we can experiment with the sound.
Okay, I guess Raylith is following the wires.
Good luck.
Easy enough to make your way back down the kind of rows of chairs, and then make your way over to one of these speakers, and then follow one of these wires. They seem to lead around the edge of what looks like it was probably a walkway, maybe for seating, maybe for maybe something like extended stage, where like people kind of come off the stage and into the front of the stage or something like that. But the cables themselves seem to wander up to the stage and then under it, leading past the little curtain that sits on the end of the stage to decorate it and stuff like that. You'd have to like get on your hands and knees, or maybe even lower considering how tall you are now, and then follow the wire underneath the stage. Well, you can't shrink now.
Not shrink. I mean, look. I'm on fours. I just floop and then just crawl.
There's only about a foot underneath the bottom of the stage. Not quite sure you could fit through that in your currently spuppet body.
I hate that word so much. Puppet.
I mean, if there's no way for me to get under it, I'll just go report back.
Okay. You do so.
So guys. I can't fit under there anymore. It's like really small, and this body is not super small.
So we're doing a sound.
So you can't spread your legs and like do a little spider walk?
I'm always doing a spider. I don't know
No,
what
you're
anyone
much
thinking.
higher up, but can you go lower?
I tried laying down and basically crawling, and I do not fit.
Yeah, spuppets are not limbo champions. They can't go quite that low.
Okay.
How
Well,
low can you go?
How low
I
can you
think
go?
I think there's only one thing we could do. And by we, Aggie, you're up.
What?
Yep, I'm hiding.
Yeah.
Hiding real good.
You what? You want me to do what?
The thing with the siren.
You went.
We're gonna make a noise.
Oh, we're
I
making the
went-
noise.
I followed the wires. I go
I
under
thought
the
you were going to tell me
stage.
to go out there and go underneath the stage and follow the wires. Thank God that wasn't a suggestion.
I mean,
Whew.
you could try.
Whew. So sound?
I don't think I would trust you to fit under there and not cause a lot of chaos.
Well, wait. What Aggie fit under there? Rayliff?
I'm like 3 feet tall.
It's like a foot, maybe height.
Listen, you made yourself big. You can't make yourself small.
You know what? You are so right. You did. You were real big when you came in the first day. Just do that, but small.
Guys, I think it's a little source topic. I don't think she can do it all the time.
We're talking about you.
They're not talking about me, dear.
Oh,
Yeah,
me?
Yeah. When you came into the dorm that one day, you were real
When you
tall.
used the magic thingy that I told you could have been
Yeah.
using on the cards.
Yeah,
They're
you want
saying
me
things
to get
were
real
small.
big?
No,
I can
no,
get
no,
real big.
opposite.
I can get real
No.
small. It doesn't really go that way.
All right, so you guys doesn't go that way.
Wow. Interesting.
That's
Hmm.
really
But I can
unfortunate.
try. You want me to go out there and try?
No, let's just do the thing with the siren.
All right, let's
Hopefully
summon
you
all
can do
these.
that better than your illusions.
Let's summon all these 20 marionettes to come kill us. Awesome. Love that idea. Love I suggested that idea.
You suggested that.
You did
How far
suggest.
away is the dining hall to the stage?
We'll say probably 100 feet, 120 feet, somewhere around in that area. It's a fairly large courtyard with a lot of chairs and audience seating and stuff, so it's probably fairly large.
Shit. Okay. So a bit of an issue with my plan. It only goes a certain distance, and that is way over there.
Okay, get closer.
Can you not find a closer hiding spot?
In the big empty courtyard?
Oh, there's lots of things around here, actually.
Mhm.
Some chairs. There's the barrel that you were in.
Yeah, that's
That's
not in
my
the courtyard. That's like
nightmare
on the
hiding
edge of the courtyard.
So how about you move it to the courtyard?
Look at that. We're being so helpful for you.
You are the worst people on the planet, and this is Mowgli saying it. You guys are awful. All right, Aggie will
Stage
The
sneak
most
out
person
into the
y'all be having
courtyard.
do everything.
Dysfunctional
Aggie will
ass groups I've ever DM'd for.
Aggie will sneak out into the courtyard, up to the stage, and go underneath it.
Out to the courtyard, up to the stage, and underneath it. Okay. Roll me a
Yeah.
stealth check.
He said quite literally, fuck all that noise.
13.
13. Okay. Now give me a acrobatics check. It's probably the only thing I can think of to squeeze underneath the stage.
14.
Okay. I'll say 14's enough. You go wiggling, coincidentally, kind of doing both plans at once, I think, here, following the wire underneath the stage. And also planning on making a siren noise, I think. Making your way.
What the hell's going to happen?
Maybe.
Hey, we can't get to you if they're as big as me.
Following underneath the stage. It is a tight fit, but you do manage to wiggle through. Underneath, there's a lot of what looks like wooden and metal beams and construction materials and stuff that have kind of laid the stage out up top. You can imagine, like under the bleachers and stuff at a school, kind of what that looks like. Cross beams and so on and so forth. And you manage to make your way a pretty decent distance following this wire and I guess looking for a place to make the sound. And then eventually it kind of comes out underneath the back of the stage and leads towards a small, maybe 10 by 10 shack with a large window on one side. Leads right up to the window and then into it.
So I'm crawling underneath this stage, following these wires, come out the other end, flip up the bottom curtain of the stage, and just covered in cobwebs and dust, and be like, Raelathan, check behind the stage. What the fuck?
When you're
And I
doing
guess
audio
I'll-
wiring, the shortest path is straight on, and you just build stuff on top of it. That's the way it works.
Why didn't she check behind the stage? I'll go up to the shack.
Mm-hmm. Okay. There are probably 5 or 6 wires that all kind of meet, and then eventually kind of meet into this conglomerate mass of wires that have been kind of taped together or at least secured somehow. Maybe like a wooden block that's been nailed into the cobblestone and stuff to kind of keep them still and keep people from tripping over them and stuff. And eventually all these wires kind of meet and then head into this window of this little shack. And inside you see what appears to be... I don't know how to describe this using fantasy terms in a way that you guys might try to figure out what I mean. It's a control panel. It's a large metal panel with a bunch of little lights and buttons and stuff on it. They all appear dark at the moment. But there's just a bunch of buttons and levers and switches and dials and knobs and all kinds of stuff.
I'm going to look at the control panel and think of a way that my primitive mind can make sound with all these sliders and dials and doohickeys.
Would you like to give me an intelligence check to see if you might understand something about how it works?
Can I get advantage of that since I'm a bard? Some weird, like, I don't know.
You know, I do think you might. First off, props on you for bringing that up, but now that you mention it, I think that there probably would be some labels on stuff that might appeal to your bardic nature. You might know some things, certain words and sounds that I can't think of at the moment off the top of my head, but you might have an image. Yeah, you can do it with advantage if you want.
This is going to go great, guys. It's going to go so great. One was a 15, but the other one was a 1, but I can re-roll one. So I rolled a 15, so 14.
15, so 14. Okay. You know, you're fairly sure you could probably work this thing, at least at a basic level. You find the like a little lever for sound and volume. There's a couple of buttons that seem to play pre-made or predetermined sounds. One of them might be a siren, you're pretty sure. There's also a couple of other things. One of it just says like music scene 1 or music scene 4, that kind of thing. And I mean, there's a bunch of other knobs and buttons that you have no idea what they do. But with what you do know, you might be able to do something.
Okay. Now I know that she cut the wires to the speakers, so whatever I try to play probably won't work. Can I also check the little hut to see if any sort of like activity in the hut besides myself, like footprints or maybe like something's been moved and they haven't dusted, so there's still the outline of something, or scrapes across the ground from a door that might be falling off its hinges or something. Just sort of some activity to just see if someone's been in here messing with it and then leaving after.
Sure. Give me a perception check.
Sweet. 10.
10. I mean, maybe not. The thing is like the window itself, as the wires kind of make their way into the window itself is sealed. There's like a little gap where the wires and stuff kind of go through. The door itself is closed, and the inside looks fairly clean. It's hard to tell if people have kind of moved in and moved out. If it's been closed the entire time, there wouldn't be a layer of dust on everything. So, you know what I mean? Not really any obvious signs.
Huh. Okay. I will start moving sliders around and dials, and I'll try to find the on button and press on.
So you're going
Play
into...
that siren.
Okay.
Play that siren noise
Okay.
to the speakers that don't work.
You go
to see what happens.
You go pushing a bunch of buttons and moving a bunch of levers and kind of doing your thing. Nothing happens.
Is there any sort of like the control panel turns on or makes a noise or does anything when I'm doing this?
Nope. No power.
Sweet. I will. What do I got in my inventory?
Guys, I'm worried.
Got some
Aggie's been gone for too long.
questions.
How big
So-
is this control panel?
The room itself is probably 10 by 10, so we'll say this is all on one wall. We'll say 10 by 3 or 4-ish.
I want to take my crowbar and smash it to shit.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's not hard. You just take it, start whacking on it. You guys are
All right.
hanging out, kind of doing your hiding thing, and all of a sudden you hear distantly in the noise just a.
Oh no, what is he doing?
And then I'm going to come out the hut, look around, very, very silently, and I will army crawl over the stage and go underneath it.
Okay. Easy enough to do. Since you've already been through it once, I'm not gonna make you do another check, but, yeah.
I'm going to crawl over to where the speakers kind of were,
Mhm.
and I will cast Minor Illusion. I'll create a sound, which the volume can range from a whisper to a scream. It can be any sound I choose. And the sound can last for 1 minute. And I'll make the screeching siren sound just to see what happens coming from the speaker.
Okay. You let the siren sound go out. And for a minute, you wait with the tension, waiting to see if anything will happen. You all hear the sound as well. But nothing happens.
Okay. I will then recast Minor Illusion. I'll do another sound, and this time it is going to be a voice, very deep, very like authoritative voice saying, "Bow before your god, Aggie the True Speaker." And then I'll crawl over and look out and look and see if they're looking out the window of the diner.
Yeah, I think he's fine.
If Raylith could facepalm right now, she would be. But she can't.
Just
So she won't, and she'll wallow in spuppet.
So, I have questions, contemplations, if you will. So we have not Raina here with us, right?
We've not what?
And
what'd you say?
Rayla?
you, but not you. Raylith, yeah.
Too many
This thing.
too many
The R
nicknames going
names.
on here.
So, I'm a little curious if there are lots of these puppet things, then there's no people here that we've seen. Why are there not more puppets out and about that have been body swapped, or even more people that have been body swapped? We've seen neither of the two. We haven't even seen bodies of these things before we happened upon them.
Where did my body go? What did it do with my body?
And that's the strange thing, because it didn't care that it left you. Both the puppet that didn't switch and the puppet that took your body left. They
So
did
do
not
you
give a
think that
shit
these
that y'all
aren't just...
swapped.
Wait. Aggie was with me, or me, I guess, when... Actually, you guys all saw it, I guess. Was the puppet thingy that I am now like these inactive ones? Maybe they're not
It
waiting
just
to be...
dropped.
It
Well,
just...
I just heard the noise. I was still kind of around a corner.
I'm just
So they
curious if
probably
these
can tell
all
you more.
have already stole people.
One can only assume there aren't any people around that we've seen. And again, we haven't just seen these
What's it
guys
doing with
laying
my
out in the
body?
streets. Also, a little observation. Last time, before the sirens went off, or right around when they did, it got dark, but it wasn't nighttime. And Min said that was an effect of the whole thing. So I wonder if it isn't something particular that has to happen with that. And maybe that's why just making the sound doesn't work. I mean, we only time will tell, because I'm sure it'll happen again tonight. But not
I'm
tonight.
going to cast message and send a message to Zing going, "Hey, what are you guys doing? Did you hear my message? I don't think the siren works."
I will just reply, no, it didn't. But Mimi is making sense. I'm worried. Come back. Quick.
Why is people making sense what concerns us today?
Did you bow? And I'll scuttle over back to the diner. Mimi, you're talking sense, huh? About what?
I'll just do the power part. So something Min brought up the last time. You know how the whole thing is they come at night, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, when the sirens went off, or right before they went off, you know how it got dark and it shouldn't have got dark at that time? And Min said that was an effect of it. So I wonder if that has to happen with the sound, or if it's that happening and then that's the activation type of thing.
So you want me to go out there and cast like a big darkness thing over this area, and then the siren? Is that what you're wanting?
Well, I don't think it's gonna be as simple as, oh, it's nighttime. I think whatever is potentially being used to control them is also what causes that. So that could be a power in and of itself, or you know, I'm kind of curious because in the journal it said an infinite power source shouldn't be possible. Do you think that, what was his name? It was Beru and then the other guy.
Bryn.
Yes, Brent. You don't think he could have possibly tapped into the World Stone, do you?
I
Because
think
that's more
I was
here.
over underneath that stage with my own thoughts, and I was doing a little bit of thinking. Since we all love that, I think that since we're not seeing a lot of like the puppet things throughout the city, that they're taking the humans and they're feeding them to this engine to make it go.
Well, that was something else I had thought about, is because we have Raylith here with us, right? As soon as it's switched bodies, it disappeared. They
Yeah.
didn't care that they had switched bodies. They left her behind. Why are we not seeing more people as puppets?
So that they get fed to the engine, and once they get fed to the engine, the puppet goes back into the puppet, and the body that they took over is gone, used for fuel.
That's what you guys are worried about. I need my fucking body now.
Well, I guess, do y'all just want to kind of rummage through some shop looking places? And I mean, we could start here. I don't know if this would be a good place to look for those scrolls, but
I
sorry, Rayla, not trying to end up like you.
Was this courtyard roughly where that blue X would have maybe been?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
So do we think the blue X's are more like kind of manufacturing spots?
So
this is a theater.
I want to bring something up here. At any given time, the way I run my games is that if you want to make a general check for something, so say you want to ask me, hey, can I do, say, an intelligence check to figure out what the system for the blue and red X's and circles are, and see if I can figure that out. Put a little bit of time into it and do that. You can, if you wanted
Okay,
to.
can I do that?
Sure, give me an intelligence check.
Okay. Look, Mimi's had no time but time to think, and it's getting a little.
It's
16.
getting a little bit dangerous.
You said intelligence. Okay, I have no plus, so it's just 16.
16. Okay. There was a series of books you read, considering your vocation as a barbarian. A series of books you read about, and I say read very loosely, you were mostly looking at pictures. But a lot of those pictures were battle maps, and they explain certain things. Typically, circles are used as safe spots, especially blue circles. Blue X's would be attack points. These are the places that the blue team, aka the team you're looking for, would have wanted to attack targets. Looking at a stage full of these puppets, these marionettes that seem to be inactive, at least as of this moment, you can see why they may have wanted to attack this place. Red X's and red circles would probably be the opposite. Places they're going to attack or places they have attacked versus their safe spots. Places that they have holed up where they're unable to be attacked or working from in order to oppose blue team, which would be the guys you're looking for. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
And now, thinking back to those books, looking at the map itself is poorly drawn, but seems to line up. I mean,
Okay. You know what? Hold on. Give me that map. Give me that map.
Okay. Ray, I also just wants to know that you are really bad at looking things, and the control panel or the wires led to a little shack behind the stage. You could have just like
So
around
told
the
me to
stage.
follow them, and they led under the.
It just looked like you just went over and went, yep, they're there. Can't do it. All right, adios. I'm out.
I'm gonna assume
Well,
he
how was
gave
I
me the map.
supposed to know the same wires would have been those?
Aggie.
Yeah, I
Okay.
gave you the map.
You have the map. Okay,
Go
great,
look at the
great,
map.
great. Can I roll to try and decipher? I know it's a disadvantage.
what are you trying to
Because I
decipher?
wanna. Now that I have this thought, I want to look for some of the blue circles.
Okay.
So that first one, it's a 12. The second one, it's a 12. What was it off of?
This would be survival for reading the map.
Okay, so that's a 13.
13. 13 isn't terrible. There are a few blue circles on the map. One of them seems to be fairly close. Maybe a couple blocks away.
Alright. So, guys, jog my memory a little bit. We actually don't want to go to any of the reds. Not good places. Blue circles should be like safe houses. And there's one just a couple blocks from us if y'all want to try and go there. Because we found one scroll last time. So, I think that's a pretty good idea. If y'all
How
want
do
to
you
go.
know this?
I've been thinking, Aggie. I've been thinking.
That is very dangerous.
Well, it jogged a little something loose. Not all the screw. Well, anyways.
If this leads to something, you should think more often because it seems a whole lot better than your axe.
All right, that was not needed. So let's go ahead and check out
I'm
the blue
trying to be a
circle.
better person. I'm
Since you
trying to
have the
be a
map,
better person.
what direction is the blue circle in?
It is a couple blocks to the DM.
It'd be to the south.
To the south.
All right, let's head over to the south.
All right.
So you head down the street, heading down towards the south. You eventually come across a building that is a bit taller than some of the other ones. Most of them are 2, maybe 3 stories. This one is 6 stories. It's perfectly square, and outside it would have a little sign that says Breezewind Apartments.
Interesting. Do we know what apartments are?
Probably. Most of the city in Astra probably lives in apartments.
Okay.
Very
So-
large buildings that house a lot of people at once.
It's a interesting safe spot.
I don't know if your
Uh,
apartments would have names like Breezewind. It's probably just
Yeah.
home, but
I guess I'm just gonna walk in.
everybody following her.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You walk in. There's a set of stairs that go up. There's a set of stairs that go down. There are 4 doors, and then there's another door at the end. So 5 doors total.
Can I make a perception check to see if there's any markings like what was present when we found that little cellar?
The blue arrows.
Sure. Give me a perception check.
That's a 6.
It's a 6. You said that so confidently. Nah, not seeing anything.
Well, I guess let's try down first. The cellar was kind of down.
I'm going to turn the door handle to the door closest to us.
You step up
Or
to
we can do
the
that.
closest door to you. It has a little sign beside it that says 1A. You open it up. Inside, it appears to be a home, an apartment. You walk into what would essentially be the living room of someone's house. You see a table, a couch, a fireplace, that kind of thing.
Yo, I think we're in someone's house.
Yeah, they're apartments.
Yeah.
We
You very observant.
How do you know? How'd you know they're apartments?
it said apartments on the
Oh,
side.
that's what
on
that
the-
word says. Oh. Right. All right.
Oh, bless you.
Well, look, don't expect me opening any doors, guys. I can't. So
Spider
I'm
hands.
literally waiting on you guys.
Okay.
You
I guess
could-
do y'all
you
want to
just go like
kind of
this.
It's
split
like,
up around the household and look for the scrolls? Maybe some people had them in their respective living quarters.
So there's 5 rooms, correct?
And upstairs and downstairs.
And are we
It's 6
downstairs?
stories.
Yeah, 6
Yes.
floors.
We're on the first floor.
It's also worth noting, once you got inside, there are more, because there's also stairs that go down.
There's at least 24 apartments in this building. Let's check them all.
Well, if this is a safe house, just thinking here, because wouldn't the safest spot be at the top?
Let's try it.
Or hidden in the bottom.
I was thinking
I like that too.
bottom, kind of, because you saw what happened to that one shop, the like crater like explosion thing. If you're top, you're probably getting the forefront of whatever hit that.
Yeah, but if you're being invaded, you could defend yourself and set up defense points on the steps. If
As
you're
a-
in the downstairs, they're coming straight through.
How about we try a group vote on what we try first? I think that's fair. Everyone for top, raise your hand.
I will raise my hand.
Okay.
Rayla will lift
everyone
her spidery,
that
not
wants-
hand.
I feel
Okay,
like
that's 2. Everyone for the bottom, raise your hand. Okay, we're going up top.
I'm a switch.
Yeah.
Sorry, I couldn't.
So
I know
we'll
y'all
start with
can't
the
see
top.
me raising my hand when I was doing both votes at the same time, but anyway.
I saw.
So
I don't mind either of the ideas, so I didn't raise my hand.
okay, so you guys are going to the top.
Mhm.
Okay, so you head to the top floor. 6 stories,
Stairs.
5 flights of stairs.
Do you want me to pick you up, Aggie?
After about half a flight, like, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Aggie, we
Just the
ran
hoist Aggie
so
up.
much before.
Okay.
How are you so out of shape?
I threw up so much.
He did.
So you guys head up to the top floor. You see the same kind of layout. It's worth noting, once you get to the second floor, you notice that there are only 4 doors, not 5, that kind of lead out. Assuming that the other door just kind of led out the other side and was a second entrance to the building. You guys head all the way up to the top floor. 4 apartments. What do?
Are there bureau
I
signs here?
guess.
Bureau
Are
signs?
there
There
bureau
probably were
posters or
outside.
signs
I
with,
don't
like automatons that may have worked for him, like the ones that like make life easy for people here?
I mean, there probably were outside. The sales posters, the posters that advertise the automatons, are pretty much all over the city. You'd see them pretty much constantly. Inside, not so much. People don't really, advertise things in their own homes, that kind of thing. But like,
Well, it was more of a me trying to figure out like if this has any like, connection to bureau, like his like current running theory was red is Bren, blue is bureau related as well. And I was trying to like
think it would
see if
be.
there's.
I think it would be
It's
kind of obvious that like.
kind of, but
Yeah, I think it would be kind of obvious that like Bureau himself probably wasn't involved in whatever happened after he was taken. It's more likely the city and its people organizing a thing. You see what I'm saying?
yeah, it's more of Raylith trying to figure out like how big of a person dude was and if like it's like factions under each
Yeah, I mean, if you
that
got,
caused this big disruption, or if it's just people in politics.
yeah, I mean, if you're a single person and you get kidnapped and the entire city uprises in your defense,
And yet
it's-
you're a big person.
yeah, it's probably very recognizable at the very least.
How are the apartments set up? So we on the 6th floor. Are there 2 and 2 to the left and right, or is it 2 straight ahead and then 2 to the side?
It would be like 2 on each side. So like 1A, 1B, 1C, 1 or 6A, 6B, 6D, 6C, that kind of thing.
Okay.
It's just
There's 4 doors and 4 of us.
One of us can't open doors, so you'd have to open the door to let me in first.
And one of us also apparently can't read. Never mind.
I can read. I just have never read that word before.
Also, if we run into more of those things, wouldn't it be easier to have all of us together so we're not split up so you aren't having as far to chase a body?
question to
suppose.
the DM. I'm just trying to get an understanding here. Wait, I lost it. Well, continue, minions. I mean, party.
I can ask the question if you want me to.
Okay, So, my stone cunning or tremor sense. Can it sense voids in the stonework and to see if there's like any hidden rooms or shit like that?
Do you have tremor sense?
I do. It's called stone
Stone.
cunning.
I love how proud Mowgli looks of that.
It was my idea. So dwarves have stone cunning, and stone cunning gives you tremor sense. You can use twice a day. If you use tremor sense, you can sense objects and things that are touching the same surface that you're on. Could you also use tremor sense to like feel if there's like a void or something
Mm.
in a specific direction?
Vibrations for absence of space, kind of.
Yeah.
The vibrations would be different, to be fair. If it's solid versus there's a void.
Be on
Yeah.
a stone surface or touching a stone to use this tremor sense. The stone can be natural or worked. Would this building be
Pretty neat idea.
stone? Probably.
Or would-
Would they use a lot of wood for construction? Also probably.
I
I
will
tell
hope they
you,
don't have wood apartments.
most things are actually wood. Like even homes and stuff are, like the outside may be built of stone, but the floors themselves and stuff are going to be wood and sheetrock and laminate flooring and stuff like that. There is a chance though, because this is medieval and buildings may have been a little bit different, that it could be stone. So here's what I'll do. I'm not against it. I don't know if this building would be made out of stone. So what we're going to do is I'm going to say roll a dice, roll it digital and roll it to the group. It doesn't matter what dice it is. We're going to do evens and odds. So 50-50. If it's even, we'll say it's made out of stone. And yes, the tremor sensibility will work. If it's wooden, it won't. Make sense?
So you gotta
Yeah.
roll it.
I do like the idea of using the ability like this. I just don't know that it would be actually made of stone. But I'm willing to give it the chance to happen.
Son of a
I mean, it's a neat idea.
bitch.
Ah!
It's a wood. It's a
So
wood
that was
structure.
a hell no.
So the walls
Oh.
themselves are probably made out of stone, but the floors and all the inside stuff is probably made out of constructed and treated wood. Since that's the case, I will say that tremor sense won't necessarily work here, but it's a great idea. Mowgli, you said that was your idea?
Yeah.
I'll give him credit.
Okay,
Sure.
Mowgli, you can give yourself inspiration. That is a
Oh.
really good idea. I
Did
like
we
it.
ever say how we do inspiration in this one?
We're gonna use the typical rules for inspiration because they changed.
Disadvantage.
Well, they changed the way it works. But yes, you can. It works more like luck than inspiration. Like than advantage.
I like
So
that. Cool.
I mean, yes, our role was cool, but I also think it's horribly unbalanced. But you can
Oh, it
give
is.
inspiration to other players and stuff with this. So with the new 2024 inspiration. So
And maybe aren't you a human?
you're just looking at everybody
Mimi?
else's character sheets, aren't you?
No, humans get heroic inspiration whenever they finish a long rest.
Saw something about that, but I didn't know how that worked.
Whenever you take a
necessarily.
long rest, you get inspiration.
And that's just like a free inspiration.
If you click on inspiration on your character sheet, it'll tell you how it works. So if you have heroic inspiration, you can expend it to re-roll any die immediately after rolling it, but you must use the new roll. You can only
Okay.
have one at a time, but you can give it to other people if you obtain it for some other reason. Like a really good idea that I want to reward, for example, giving it to Mowgli here. If he already had inspiration, he could give it to one of you guys instead to use.
It wouldn't matter. I rolled the
Okay.
dice and it was a 3 anyway.
It was a 3. Yeah, unfortunate,
Curses.
but
All right, so are we each going to check a room? If this is a safe house, then
I say, let's do 2 and 2, cause Rayla did have a point. Number one, she can't open anything,
well,
so that wouldn't exactly be useful.
all right. So I will open up door A for Rayliff, and then I would take Aggie, and we would go to the opposite door, which would be
I'll go through A.
6D.
Okay. Easy enough to do. We're gonna kind of speed through these apartments here. The apartments are both like they're basically 2-bedroom apartments. You have a kitchen, a living room, 2 bedrooms. That's really about it. They're not very hard to search. They don't take very long. I mean, there's nothing up here. You look in closets, you look under beds, you look, in cabinets and drawers and stuff like that. These are just living quarters. Nothing super special or revolutionary, as it were, about any of them.
On to 6B.
That's the
To the
case
basement!
for that's
Oh,
the
that's
case for
all.
all 4
Oh.
apartments. Yeah.
Gotcha.
To the basement.
All right, to the basement.
Yes, to the basement.
You head back down all 6 flights of stairs, head to the basement. As soon as you enter the basement, you do in fact see on the wall a large map, almost identical to the one you have,
Wow.
but much better drawn. And a lot of things very similar to the other place you saw. A large table in the center of the room, sacks of what looks like storage materials, or food, what might have been food materials at one point, grains and corns and stuff like that you can sack up and that'll last a long time. Flour and all that kind of jazz, that kind of stuff. Seems to be a storehouse of some kind that was transformed into a base of operations here. A lot of that stuff has been kind of cleared off to the sides of the room, while this large map has been kind of drawn on the wall, and some tables and chairs and stuff kind of arranged before it. So
I want to see if I can't make a better map. Just while we're here.
do you have proficiency in any kind of artist's tools or forging tools? I don't
Darts.
think you do. Yeah, darts
I can
is not
redo the
a-
map. I've seen it. I can see if I can improve on it.
I'm so
Do you
scared.
do you
for
want
what
to
he's
try?
doing.
Aggie, do you want to try your hand at doing a better map?
Sure,
Okay,
I'll do it.
How about trying to do a better map and not improving on this one? Like, do it on a separate thing.
Yeah.
That Freudian
Um,
nap slip
that-
was intense. She's
Okay.
like, I think I could do a better nap. Get neepy.
I can do it. You want me to do it?
Okay. Yeah, but try. Might as well, right?
I just gonna copy back. Oh.
I'm using my heroic inspiration to reroll that.
No fucking way.
Immediately.
You're using your inspiration right now. Wow.
The first one I rolled a 2, which came out to a 7. Second time I rolled an 8, which comes out to a 13.
13.
Oh, I
13's
also add my proficiency, so 15.
15.
I think that's better than your last one.
That's so much better than the last one. This one's probably legible.
Isn't it? As I look up. Is this one better?
It would still be a 13. You rolled a dex save and not a dex check.
Oh. Damn it. Why'd you bring that up?
For reasons. 13's still enough, though. You do have a better version of the map. It won't give you disadvantage. It's not crazy, but it's better than the, 6 I think you got last time?
Yes. You know what, Aggie? You've outdone yourself. I
Thank
could
you.
kind of read it.
Thank you. Now, while you guys search for scrolls, I'm going to make bread. But I'll take some dough, I'll put out a little bit of yeast, and I'll mix some water, and I'll make some dough. You said there was flour in this building.
I mean, things that are in sacks last a pretty long time. Flour, corn, stuff like that. They don't last forever, and it has been a while. A lot of the food is kind of rotted through at this point.
Including the flour.
I think the flour specifically would
are
probably
you
have
doing
a
this to
lot of
me?
weevils. Yeah,
Shane, are you doing this to me? I can't
think
believe you.
I think it's pretty obvious at this. I've already
I can't
talked about
believe this.
places having rotting wood and stuff like that. What do you want me to do, Mowgli?
So we're looking for scrolls.
Not the
So,
dramatic
yeah,
shit.
I'm gonna look
Lily.
That is
That
The
be
the
an
fact that he's
investigation
still
check?
in focus kills me.
that is the
Not on
sassiest.
stream.
That is the
not
sassiest
on
image I
stream.
think I've ever seen. That is
It's a
beautiful.
partial.
Yeah, because
10
we
out of
have it
10.
cropped down on the actual stream. But yeah, no, that's crazy. Okay, so you guys are gonna search for scrolls.
Yes.
Okay. I need someone to give me an investigation check.
I have a +4.
I don't have any plus.
Can I help him look since I can't open drawer? Be an
So
extra
we
set of
can
eyes.
make the investigation check with advantage. Yes.
Okay.
You say as you say, don't touch me.
I'm gonna need it because that was a 6
Mhm,
+ 4, so
mhm.
that was the 10. And much better. That's a 16 plus I said 4, so 20. 30,
Okay.
20.
Can you roll me a d4, please?
With D4. God damn it. Come on. There we
The
go.
spiky points.
Yes.
The spiky.
It wouldn't come out the case.
The one
The
that hurt
caltrip.
worse than Lego.
That is a 2.
2. You managed to find 2 scrolls of protection from good and evil.
Guys, I found 2.
They are in a small little box, like a not exactly a lockbox, but kind of sat next to the map in a small table.
Well, I think maybe you and Aggie should have them to start.
I think you and not you and I, you and Zen should. Aggie,
You know what?
stay
You're
far
so
away.
right. You're
They're up
so
close.
right. Huh.
That's the only
Aggie,
reason
you
here,
do
babe.
hide a lot.
You know, you say this
saying.
now, but next time we get into a fight, there's going to be a little skirmish between you guys, and somebody's going to go up behind me and stab me in the back and steal my soul. Thanks for cursing me.
Like, no, you're normally far away, and they're up close. They're just at higher risk of stab.
Yeah, but yeah.
Higher risk of stab is a hell of a statement.
Also, I also say this, I don't think I would want to fight Zen when Zen is not Zen, you know? Because I've seen him fight,
Mhm.
and I think depending on how they, control our bodies or whatever, I don't think I want to be on the receiving end of that.
I just want to say out
I
a little bit
agree.
outside. You don't want to fight me because all my spells are basically charm spells, and I have a very high DC.
And I'm hard
So
to
now
hit.
I can't wait to get my soul stolen, and then all of you guys just kind of get all charmed. It's gonna be great.
Okay. Well,
I've never heard you this sinister before, Aggie. What's going on?
Oh, that was an Aggie. That was just me.
yeah, that was out.
Zin's or Aggie's sulking in the corner and be like, "I want a scroll. I don't want my soul stolen."
Hey,
Do we
can
wanna
keep looking
try
too, but
For one more safe house. To the DM. Is this an inventory good again?
It's a level. I think it's a level 1 spell scroll. Just put the in your notes or whatever. Scroll of protection from good and evil. I think all the spell scrolls have the same name, where it's level 1, level 2, whatever it is.
And how long is the effect?
So protection from good and evil. Let me look up the specific.
It lasts up to
details.
10 minutes concentration.
Yeah.
And it's either you or one willing creature.
What would happen if we was to use this right now on Relish?
That was going to be my question.
You could try.
Yeah, Mimi, go ahead and try.
I don't think it'll do anything.
You don't know.
But
It's only one way.
I'm worried the damage is done, but y'all are welcome to try. Has anyone ever
Okay.
used spell scrolls before?
Does it have
If it doesn't work,
instructions?
will it?
You would
I'm
have
gonna unfurl
you would
it.
have had basic training. We're doing spell scrolls in this game the same way they do in Baldur's Gate 3. If you have a spell scroll, you can use it like a consumable item to cast the spell, regardless of whether or not it's on your spell list and stuff. I like what Baldur's Gate 3 did with that, so I'm gonna stick with that because I think it's fun. And it lets me use spell scrolls as rewards. So, if you use it in a place where the spell would have no effect, it would just fizzle. The spell scroll would not be consumed.
Okay.
I'm gonna try it on Raylith.
I don't like that laugh.
I was wondering if you guys would do this.
It's either she's going
Oh.
to switch bodies right now or nothing will happen.
Well, he left, so I don't think it's nothing.
So Rayless is probably going to pop up in wherever she is, and we're going to fight another marionette.
Okay.
Awesome. Let's
If
go.
the carionet's
fuck.
If the carionet's body is destroyed, both the carionet and the target die. A protection from evil and good spell cast on the body drives the carionet out and returns the consciousness of both creatures to their original bodies.
Where am I?
So, this episode just got
Awesome.
a lot more interesting.
Holy shit.
Great.
This is what happens when you put idiots together.
First things first.
We should have beat her up first.
I need to find. None of these battle maps are a small apartment, and I hate that because I don't have anything I could use immediately off the spot for this.
I guess I can take that off of Raylith, I guess.
Oh fuck.
I don't need to change.
Oh
I guess I
fuck.
got.
I was hoping. Oh shit. Fuck. Fuck. Shit. Shit.
I think this is the closest map I have. This is technically a battle map for the slums.
Oh no.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to say you guys are in this corner up here.
Oh, fantastic.
We're going to say this is your apartment building. Or this is the apartment, rather, that you guys are in. And we'll say that this is the door to the apartment. We'll kind of wing the rest of it if you guys leave. For now, I need the three of you to place your characters here.
Doug, bruh.
You will have to shrink them down a little bit. And I need a carionet token.
I can't. I mean, I can. I can totally believe that we did this, but why? Why did? Yay!
We were supposed to beat her up first.
You told me to try it, and I tried it. I did enough thinking
It's
for
like
the day.
it's like Murphy's Law, right? Anything that can go wrong will go wrong.
Will go
And
wrong.
If it's a D&D game, Murphy's Law is always in effect. Zen, I need your token
Oh.
in this area, please, my guy. Oh, you're not even here.
Yeah.
This carionet's about to be real upset. We took its stolen body.
There we go. I have to
Oh.
log back in.
I can't wait for like Raylith to be like chained up, dangling over like a pool of like magical energy that's sucking her life force away. It's gonna be great.
Oh, Rayla's about to have a time.
This to a single.
Mhm.
I'm also with
Oh,
another
boy.
one.
No, you're
Because
not.
the other one ran away with it.
No, I
No,
killed
you all
You-
killed it. Y'all killed it. Okay.
Yeah,
Not
we
yet.
did. You better hope You can lie your ass off.
Well, technically, wouldn't Mimi be next to it, like right in front of it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would be.
Now, I need everyone to roll initiative.
Yep, that tracks.
Everyone or
I said
them?
everyone. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, 21.
Like
The first thing that happens when you use this scroll, the carionet who was speaking in Rayla's voice kind of cuts off mid-sentence and just goes limp. It falls to the ground, clattering in a series of wooden limbs and pieces, basically, before immediately jerking back up onto all fours. It doesn't say anything. It doesn't make any noise. It doesn't kind of do anything like that. But the way it twists its head almost in a full 180 degrees, tilting around upside down. Now the happy face is an angry face or frowny face, if you will. You can tell this thing is immediately hostile and it begins to leap towards Mimi. When it does, Mimi, your turn is up. What do you do?
Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Does the Great Axe have the heavy property?
Great X does have the heavy property, yes.
Okay. I know I don't have my weapon drawn, so I'm just gonna
You
punch
can draw your weapon as a part of the attack in D&D.
a part of it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna do that. And I'm going to attack it. Give. I am going to reckless attack it.
Okay.
Because it's too close, and I know what. I'm so glad I said reckless. Okay. That is. Fuck. 16 plus 5. Does a 21 hit?
21 does hit.
Perfect. So that's 1d12 plus 3. But it has the heavy property. So I can deal an extra 2 damage. So it would be plus 5. So 6 plus 5 is 11.
11, okay.
Yes.
11 slashing damage. You already take a pretty big chunk out of it. You see, you swipe across, manage to hit its chest in a giant gouge in the wood that makes up its torso. Cut off a nice big sliver of it. And it seems hurt by it. It's pretty good to hit.
And I'm able to rage as my bonus action, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do that.
Okay. For future reference, you can rage before you use your action too. So.
Yeah. I'm stupid.
I had a thought that was bad. That's fine. My first impression
Don't
was
say
to
that to
go.
me.
My first impression was to go. We know, and you know.
Oh, yeah. It's not the first time I've heard it. I say it too often to not.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Okay, Aggie. You see this thing lunge for Mimi. Mimi cocks it a blow with her great axe. What are you doing?
They switched. Should we tie it up and let it stab one of us, and then we can follow up to where Vraylith is?
No, stupid. Kill it.
All right. I will.
It's a strategy. I mean,
We don't know where
it might
Vraylith
work.
is.
Outside the box is Aggie's like forte over here. Because even I hadn't thought of that one. I was like, well, actually,
It's an option, but it also breaks up more of the party.
yeah, facts.
I am going to step right in front of Zin. And right next to Mimi, and I'm going to cast Thunder Wave. It's a 15-foot cube originating for me, so it's going to go 15 feet this way, this way, this way, not hitting my friends.
Using that small property to your advantage, ain't you?
Yep. It needs to make a con save. 15, please.
Con save, no bonuses. That is a 10.
It takes 12 points of damage and moves 10 feet away from me.
10 feet away, we'll say it slams into this wall here, right to the edge of the door. Okay.
And, well, I didn't read all of this, but there's a giant thunderous boom that's audible from 300 feet away. Let's go.
Very nice. You're all... I don't know if I would make you guys roll for deafened or not. Nah. But you all have your ears ringing when Aggie drops this thunderclap in the middle of an enclosed apartment building.
Fuck!
And I'll be like, your turn, and I'll run over here.
Okay, Zin, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to go for elemental strikes. And
This thing is fucked.
Yeah, they're not hard to kill. They just have the one ability, really.
It said surprise, and we said
here.
no.
And going for the attack. That is a 23.
23 hits.
Plus 6. Cool. This is going to be acid damage, and I'm just going to straight punch it in his face.
You do that.
All right, and that is a 3 plus 4, so 7.
7 is enough. You, in just a quick flurry of blows, one from the axe, one from a thunderclap, and one from a punch, this thing gets slammed into the wall, its face melted, and a huge gouge taken out of its chest as it falls to the floor, lifeless. And all is silent within the apartment, but all is not silent within the city itself. Raylith. You see Mimi with a scroll.
Fuck.
And she casts the spell on you, and you think, oh, okay, nothing's going to happen. It's like you said, the damage has already been done. And then you wake up. You find yourself in a large room, a laboratory of some kind. There are beakers and glasses of fluids bubbling around in corners with these tables of what looks like body parts. Arms, legs, heads piled up, some of them in sacks, and pieces of bone and stuff like that. It appears, looking at it, it almost looks like a butcher's office of some kind, where, you know, they're separating the meat from the bone, and they're kind of doing some kind of anatomical tests, maybe. It all just hits you back to back to back. The smell is atrocious. The sight is bloody and gross and disgusting, and you find yourself...
I need to make a con. No.
Well, I mean, you can make the con save and find out if you throw up or not. That's what you're gonna do. I wasn't gonna make you, but if it seems in character...
Say, like, if it's like a bad situation, she's probably gonna throw up. So I have my stats.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a 19.
19. I mean, yeah. 19's enough not to immediately vomit. And that's a good thing, because you find yourself in a rather enclosed space. You're still your normal size, being a 2-foot tall fairy, but you find yourself enclosed by a cage made of metal and glass. There's lights on the metal roof above you. The whole thing maybe only being 5 foot wide or so, maybe 5 or 6 feet tall. There's lights that pulse and kind of rotate back and forth above you, and you hear a steady hum that seems to emanate throughout the room itself. And as you look around the room, kind of trying to take in more detail, there's a conveyor belt below you, probably about 10-15 feet or so, that moves, and as it does, it seems to pick up these marionettes. There's a long rod with what looks like a kind of hypodermic needle on the end of it that stabs into these marionettes, and when it does, you feel what might be a little bit of energy drawn away from you, some little bit of life essence taken from you, and then you see, following the path of this pipe or cable or something that comes out of the top of the cage you're in, follows down across the room and down the arm of this thing. It stabs into one of these marionettes, and you see this marionette jerk and shift as it comes to life. Then it moves, and the next one happens. This happens again and again a few times before, on the other side of the room, a set of staircases, a metal staircase, leads to a door, and the door opens, and out comes what might be the most horrendous looking creature you have ever seen. It stands about 8, maybe 10 feet tall. It is nothing but a blob of flesh and muscle and viscera with a face attached to it. There's a vague humanoid outline. It does have 2 arms and 2 legs in approximately the places that they should be. But I say that because there are also other legs and arms and faces sticking out of different parts of its body at odd angles. A leg sticking out of a shoulder, an arm coming out from its stomach. You also see exposed bones or rib cage that is much, much larger than it needs to be sticking out of one side of this creature. A half-exposed skeletal face. It enters the room, goes down the staircase, barely fitting down the staircase. I want to be clear about that. This thing is massively huge. And then walks over, squelching with each footstep until it reaches the table where these body parts and stuff are laid out, and it begins its work, once again separating meat from bone. And when it does, it grabs these pieces of meat and seems to hold it against itself. When it does, you see this meat absorbed into the mass of flesh that this creature has. What do you do?
Okay. She's going to kind of try to like put herself out of this headspace at the moment. Go into the okay. We're not gonna fear. Fear gives some power. Okay.
Real quick, if you'll pay attention to Owlbear, I'm gonna throw up a thing here. If you want a true image of what you have, imagine this is a lot bloodier than it is. This is the closest I could actually find. Here's the staircase down here on the bottom where this guy came down. This is where the table with all the body parts and stuff is. This is the conveyor belts with the marionettes. You are currently up here in one of these, like, it's like a cryo tube from any science fiction movie that you can imagine. Pretty much the same thing, but you're up here in this corner.
Well, Aggie's not too far off of his assumption.
Oh,
I think sometimes I got some ideas.
Look at all of us using thoughts today.
Shit. She's going to again try to stay calm and try to figure out how this thing is absorbing from her.
If you want an image of what this thing looks, give you a little something. This is its
Okay.
face.
Wow.
Oh, it's just a fun guy. I thought it was a corpse
He's
collector.
just a chill guy. He's such a
Uh,
chill guy.
You just stop clicking the thing, Courtney.
Why does that say Raylan?
Because you're
I haven't clicked it.
clicking
I'm
it,
not
you're
on the
hovering,
screen.
You're hovering over it or something.
I'm not on the screen. I'm on a different tab.
Well, it says you are.
That's not me.
Okay. Well,
Give
anyway,
it time.
that's what
That's
you
your
see.
future.
Holy shit
Joy.
balls, Batman.
So he'll
It's
have
currently over
little
here
fairy
working on
wings.
the flesh table. I like saying that,
It's an
flesh
awful
table.
description.
We only have a canon corpse room. Why not a flesh table, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can she try to deduce what exactly, like, because you said there's lights and stuff above her. Is there anything that like gives the hint of what is draining, or is it just the tank in general?
It seems to be just the tank in general. Again, it's just kind of taking some kind of life essence from you and injecting it into these marionettes.
Don't like that.
Okay. You said this thing is 8 feet ish, or 8 to 10 tall. Okay. He says like a cryo, so it's like metal with a glass top.
With a glass
Kind of.
front. So it's big enough, like imagine like a circular tube. Half of it is metal, half of it is glass, and then the top of it has these
It's not
lights
like
and stuff. It's not like what?
a cage bar.
No,
It's like
it's just glass.
okay. Do I have my weapons or anything on me?
Yes. This thing was
Okay.
possessed, so it had no reason to take anything from you. It's going to follow orders regardless.
How big is the cryo chamber? You said 5 feet.
I would say probably about 6 feet tall.
5. I have a weird question. If I use Giant's Might to get big, and if I shatter this glass, can I continue to get big as I get out?
I'll allow it. Yeah, I think it's
if
fun.
the spot. Okay. Yeah, she's gonna try to. Sorry, I'm echoing. She's gonna use Giant's Might and then friggin' thing, break the glass, or maybe just use like the end of the sword instead of the sharp. That would. But just use all of her strength to try to break the glass to get out.
Okay. I think using Giant's Might here would be enough. As you grow, you kind of crack the glass and then shatter the glass. Here's the problem
This is not good.
as a DM, right? I've set up this situation, and you guys have kind of followed along, and we've ended up in a situation where now I'm worried, and I'm a little bit scared because
This is a really big encounter, and I'm one person.
yeah, the creature in front of you is a flesh golem. For the 4 of you, the CR rating is hard. For one of you, well, you can imagine.
Yeah, I kind of imagine this.
But there is a thing here. Okay. Trying to think of how this would happen. As this glass shatters, the because it's not a quiet thing that happens. Metal bending, glass
No.
shattering and breaking. This thing would obviously hear. It turns towards you and looks up at you as you kind of, break out, take a step forward, and continue to increase in size towards your full size of what would be 8 feet.
Yeah,
right?
No, 8 foot is the smallest she can get. She's going for whatever she can get to intimidate this motherfucker.
Okay. As you grow to your full size of 12, 16 feet, I think.
Don't know.
Not entirely sure, but it would turn
Bigger than him.
towards you, and it would say in a. I'm trying to think of how to describe. I'm just going to use the voice, but it would say, "Welcome."
No.
Welcome?
Yes.
Welcome to where?
To
Jungle, baby.
my laboratory. It's been so long since I've seen another soul.
Fuck, she doesn't even know what the fuck to do right now. Are you in control of these?
Yes, my puppets, my friends.
Your friends.
I think we lost a kiddo.
It would appear so, yeah. Oh, well, we continue.
Heard the voice and was like, nope, I'm out.
Oh, yeah. This whole setup said, no.
We're done here.
We don't have a choice but to continue at this point. We'll see if he comes back. Maybe we end a little bit early, but
Wait, what happened? I'm here.
Your camera froze, so
Your
we thought
camera's
you
just
were.
not working.
Yeah.
You're froze. You look dead.
Oh. Okay, hold on.
We thought you had left us.
Okay, perfect. If I try to leave, are you going to be hostile?
Huh. It's such an obvious and straightforward question, but I don't know how I would answer it. How he would answer
Oh. I like.
Hostile? No. But can you leave? No. I need you and your friends. Need
See,
more
that's where-
souls. Need more flesh.
See, that's where what you're saying doesn't make sense. Because my friends would be much more willing to come back here if I'm here and go get them.
They're coming for you anyway. Humans, mortals are weak. They find their compatriots. They come to help. But
Imagine we just
You
like
obviously don't know this group very well. They're pretty scared of those things.
but
I'm
if
just
I
saying.
let you,
And they have no idea where I am. It could be days before they even get close over here. Where are we exactly?
but if I let you leave, I also lose you and your power, your soul.
Okay, but you're not getting my power or soul anymore anyway. I'm not in your container.
Incorrect. I have other transference units.
And do you think I'm going to let you just put me back in one?
You will have no choice before the mighty brain. With the power of a god, I can do whatever I wish.
I'm sure that's what Biro thought as well of you.
Correct. Piro will learn. He has learned.
You see, he reaches out and he caresses this leg that's sticking out of his shoulder with his right hand, while also taking his left hand and caressing one of the arms that's sticking out of his stomach.
Piro is a part of us forever. I told him in the beginning my creations were better. He did not believe. He learned, as will you. I am and will always be the better creator.
In a way, isn't he still the better creator? You needed him as pieces to you.
I did not need
He
him.
built you.
I know he did not create me. I created myself. I am here because of my own strength. My own
But you still needed
willpower.
him. She points to the pieces of him.
He became a part of me, but he was not necessary.
I feel like Rayleigh has definitely shrunk back to 2 feet by now, for one.
Probably,
it's a minute.
because it's a minute. Yeah.
So somewhere during this conversation, she'd shrink back down. She's flying. Guess she's gonna try to stall. But if it seems like Dude Man becomes hostile at some point, can she still feel like she's being drained, being out of the tank? Or did it purely feel like it was in the tank? Like she'd have to be put in another one?
Yeah, it's only when you're in the tank.
Okay, well, she's going to try to buy time. But like she honestly told this guy, it could be days before these fuckers get here.
Very much so.
And she doesn't know where here is, so she's gonna try to distract as long as possible. He seems willing to talk at the moment. What happened here?
What do you mean? What happened?
Your entire world's. What point is there to being the best creator if there's no one to rule over? No, you said you're a god.
Correct.
You don't have anyone here except puppets that are lifeless.
Gods
without
do not
people.
rule over worlds. They rule over realms.
Okay, well, it's about to be very empty here. We're literally the only living things here.
It does not matter if I have the power to create more.
Puppets don't count as people.
They count as servants. Puppets are perfect. There is no emotion, no rage, no pity. You tell them what to do, they act. No rebellion, no free will.
She's just gonna try to think on what could have happened prior to him, because in other situations, these godlike creatures that men had described had like created this, and when they left, stuff corrupted. This guy's obviously taken on the power of a god to keep this here, but like she's trying to connect the dots, I guess, and doesn't feel like she's getting much out of this guy at the same time.
Ask him.
If you believe you are a god, did you believe in gods before you?
Of course, I met them.
The one who abandoned you?
The one who told me how to gain strength.
So you can be a puppet as well?
So I can be on their level.
No god wants somebody else on their level.
Incorrect.
Where did your god go?
They ascended
To where?
to the realms beyond.
When did they come to you?
How would he answer this?
When I asked for their help. My brother was better, was. But
Fuck, that voice is hard.
Just wondering how
was
long it's going to last.
better. I pleaded for help. They gave it.
The infinite power source that Biro, that you told Biro you.
The power of a human soul.
You know the look. I can't see you, but you know
It's kind of Philosopher Stony. Kind of.
the conspiracy theory again. The power of a soul is what he gave you.
He taught me to split it. To siphon off its energy.
Then he still sees you as a puppet. Because that's not the true
They do
seed
not.
of power he has. What about the World Stone then? He gave you a power of a soul while he has a power over this world entirely.
He would cock his head at you.
The divinity seed? Maybe you know it by that name?
You see this big, ugly grin spread across its face, showing much more teeth than he should have. And
Collect those two.
What do you think a world stone is?
The life force for a world entirely. Not a single soul.
A world is given life by the souls that live there.
So if that seed is what makes a god, again, why would they want you on the same page? Why do they want someone who could possibly go against what they want in the end? Why would they give another god the power to destroy them? Power is a
Gods
terrible
cannot
thing.
be killed. We are immortal. It's right in.
Fuck, I gotta stop doing that voice now. I'm sorry. I didn't think we'd be having a full-on conversation. I thought I was gonna be able to get off a couple lines and
Made
then.
him very talkative.
I mean, yeah.
I was expecting him to try to hit me. If he's gonna answer questions, I'm gonna fucking try to keep him talking. I'm sorry.
He would say, "It's right in the name, divinity seed." What happens when the seed sprouts?
I don't know how much longer she could just keep talking at this point.
Facts. But while everybody thinks about that particular phrase, let's swap back. In an abandoned apartment, you all have just defeated a carrionet, one that you know hosted the soul of your friend for a short time. However, upon casting the scroll of protection from good and evil, they appear to have swapped. You don't know where Raylith is, but you might have an idea, and now a deadline. If they did swap back, Raylith could be in very serious danger.
Well, she's
Guys.
gone forever. Should we just leave?
Fuck. So I don't think we have time to look for more scrolls. We might have to deal with the one.
Yeah. Where? Where are we going?
Okay, at least we know that we could use it on the dolls or puppets. That's
Yes.
fine. But let's take a look at this map to see exactly possibly where she could be. It may be that big.
The laboratory, I'm sure. That's where we were headed to begin with.
She's gone forever. We should just, cut our losses.
Aggie,
Why we're going
stop.
to the palace.
We need her.
We could have just had the marionette stab one of us and then tied it up and just follow around while holding on to the leash to where its lair is. And, it would have been so much easier. But no, now we have to search the entire city.
We're going to the palace. In Barrow's notes, Bryn seems to be the one that was making all of this stuff anyways, and his laboratory was in the palace. That is where we need to go. That is
Now
where
you
we were
trust.
going to go.
Now you trust the halfling. Gosh. All right.
We agreed on this. That's why we were
I
looking
didn't
for the scrolls.
agree to nothing.
Okay, well, I
Aggie,
think
I'll
that's
get
where
you
we need to
whatever
go.
whatever you want when we get out of here. The food's on me.
Oh,
Food's
that's a
free.
dangerous game. You know what we can do when we get out of here? We can make men get you some exotic food. Something we don't have in Astra that you've never tried before.
Yes. And when we go back, we could check out the sewers. How about that? We could see all about your conspiracy theory. And I will go along with you.
I didn't say I wasn't going to do it. I'm just saying, it's a fool's errand just running off to some location we have no idea and try to save our friend. Well, we could have just followed the marionette to the location, but no, we had to just put it out of its
I don't
misery.
think the marionette was going to take us anywhere. The first thing that
So,
thing did was lunge at
did you
me.
want to get stabbed?
I was hoping you would get stabbed.
Okay, guys, let's go. Let's look at the map. Let's go. Because we don't know if she was in the middle of I don't know, being taken apart and just went back to her body.
What, some creepy mad scientist is just ripping her apart and stealing part of her soul to power these marionettes? Nah, that's
That's not a great assumption.
I know a lot of crazy shit, but that is just way too far fetched.
At least we both
Okay,
agree
let's
on
look at this
that.
map. Where's the map say we need to go?
Head to the north. The
North.
entire north section of the city is the palace grounds.
Perfect. Let's go. We're gonna.
In the interest of time, we're not going to do the skill check this time. You guys know where you need to go. And you rush to the north of the city. There you find the palace grounds, and you find what appears to be an abandoned battleground. The gates themselves are torn apart. There are craters and marks of weapons and arrows along the gated walls that surround the place. The yard itself, imagine like a Buckingham Palace, the White House, anything like that, where they have like a large front lawn, has been torn up and torn to pieces. There's dirt and debris and dust and stuff everywhere. You get to the front building, the front doors of the palace itself, and find them also torn off their hinges. This was obviously a center of whatever fight, whatever revolution, whatever rebellion happened here. There are scorch marks and pits and craters and all kinds of stuff all over the walls of the palace themselves, and that destruction continues inside. What do?
Well, suffice to say, I think we came to the right place. I guess be ready for any battle and maybe sneak inside so we don't, get murdered right away or anything.
Well, if it's anything like we assumed earlier, the puppet shouldn't be active. So right now, this would probably be the best time as any to go in there, but we should still be on guard.
Agreed. I'm gonna roll stealth as well as I can.
Okay.
Ooh,
You guys gonna try to stealth as well?
17.
Yeah, might as well.
19.
Yeah.
19.
13.
Okay.
Oh, wrong one. That is a 20. 14 plus 6.
Okay. It takes you guys maybe 20 minutes or so to start looking through and eventually find a hallway that has a sign that is labeled laboratory. You follow this laboratory sign, head down a long hallway that seems to lead off to its own kind of wing of the palace. As soon as you open the large metal door that marks the entrance to the laboratory, you see the number is almost indescribable. You step into a warehouse filled with puppets. Wall to wall, shoulder to shoulder, all of them completely still, staring at the door that you just entered into. Thousands of them, and I mean just an absolutely ridiculous amount, lined up in a kind of warehouse-like building with a small door at the other end. I say small, it's a normal-sized door, but it looks small from this point because you guys are probably hundreds of feet away on the other side.
And so we're just in a warehouse area full of carionettes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's probably
Keep
like
going.
a couple 100 feet wide, a couple 100 feet long, and just, I mean, slap packed full of marionettes.
Well, shit. Oh, no Raina here, so going on ahead.
Yeah, you keep saying Reyna.
So this is the only.
Fuck! Raylith.
So there's only one door, and it's just a whole bunch of puppets surrounding this room.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not ideal.
All right. There's no other choice.
Okay.
There's
So-
a choice.
Question.
Do you-
Aggie's all for abandonment.
Lost gods, man.
Well, is the entire room mostly just metal?
A bit of metal, stone, glass. It is a palace, so the room itself is a lot kind of fancier than you would picture. I mean, it's like I imagine like white granite stone, a couple of pillars here and there, that kind of thing. High glass windows.
Now, can I
All
do
is in our habitat.
a perception check to see if any of these are active?
I'll go ahead and give it to you. None of them appear active. None of them are moving or anything.
Okay, it's just creepy that we open up the door, it's just all eyes on us, like dead eyes.
Well,
Just-
a lot of them have.
they
They don't
staring.
really have eyes at all.
That's even worse. That's right.
Yeah, just faceless mannequins.
Yeah, imagine mannequin heads.
Yeah,
The spider leg.
yeah.
Not
I
even
don't
mannequin
want
heads.
to.
Just like imagine a flat wooden mask with no eyes or face. Just like a Slender Man. Not even the
Perfect.
outlines of eyes and noses and stuff. Just
If I
blank
open
wooden
up my
expressions.
haversack and think of flasks of oil, how many flasks pop up?
Glad we're on the same page.
I'd say like
Burn this motherfucker to the
Five.
ground.
Mhm.
I'd say 5 probably.
5 flasks of oil?
Yeah.
Alright.
And
I'm down
I
for a
will
little
grab
bit of
the
arson.
torches. Mimi's
It's on
ahead of
Monday.
you because I'm like already rummaging.
Yeah, that's,
Let's get Rayla first.
Then we burn this
Ah.
motherfucker to the ground. Agreed?
I think we could go ahead and lay the oil.
I love that
At
you
the
said
very least.
Like,
I hear you, right? That sounds wonderful, but we don't want to slip on the oil as we try to leave.
Well, they're further that way. If we just, you know, maybe not where we're gonna go. Oil that way, us this way.
I'm gonna just keep moving towards the door.
Hey, can we use your flask of oil?
I'm started walking towards the door.
I'm just gonna kind of leave some of the oil out because I don't want to have to rummage for it later. So
I have spread out 3 flasks of oil and I have 2 tucked in my belt.
okay. As you're making your way through these just ranks and ranks and ranks of mannequins of these carionettes, you get all the way down to this last rank, kind of drizzling oil and kind of moving around, splashing it on some of them, trying to make a good little thing before you eventually get to the door at the end of it. On the other side, you hear a conversation just reaching its point. You hear a phrase,
What happens?
no, I still can't do it. Fuck. Look,
Mhm.
I tried. Okay, that's the best I got.
Do the door have like
I'm gonna
windows or something that I
kill
can?
myself if I could continue doing that. No, it's
game, of
just
course.
a flat metal door. But you would
Okay.
hear the phrase like, "What happens?" Just imagine that voice. Okay, what happens when the seed what's the word? Sprouts. Yeah. It was my phrase, and I still, like, my brain wouldn't process that word. But yeah, what happens when the seed sprouts?
What the hell is that noise?
I just want to continue to see if I hear anything else to see maybe if Rayla's behind this door. So I'm just gonna listen.
Are we just back to my conversation
Yep,
now?
pretty much. It's the best I can do. Okay, I want to make sure you're like, I don't want you to try to fight this thing alone. It will kill you.
Look, my
It's not a
original
you
opinion
might.
was, all right, look, Raina knows fight or flight, and she's got wings again, bitch. It was gonna be a flight.
Fun fact: I don't know if that would. Well, anyway.
We didn't do that anyway, so it's fine. I guess she would just. I don't even know what she would ask. Say it this way.
I just need you to say something so I can hear.
It just
I want to
sounds like
know.
you are delusional.
I want to know if you got the implication. Like you as a player, as Courtney, did you understand what he was saying?
That gods are making gods, and
Sort of.
kind of, and the whole like the divinity seeds are power to bring soul to give to the life, like souls with life, the planet, worlds.
Yeah, it's a circular thought process here. So seeds, the divinity seeds, are what gives life to the world. That's what you were told before.
Mm-hmm.
But souls are what gives life to the world, according to what he just told you. Seeds are things meant to grow. What happens when the seed sprouts? A divinity seed, what does it grow? What is the world stone made of? It's all right here.
What I was getting was souls and life essence, basically.
Yeah. World stones are made of souls. Souls in enough concentration will create a god.
Okay, look, you had me overthinking, and I'm like, is it not as simple as my brain is telling me it is this time? like, is there more to this? And I'm sounding stupid.
That's what he just told you, and I think Raylith is smart enough to
Yeah, no.
understand the implication here.
Well, no,
It's not.
No, that was just me wondering if I had explained it enough. That was wondering if I was smart enough to give the implication of what I had in my head and make sure that it was.
Or if it was just in chain head.
Yeah.
No,
I wanted to know if what I said was making sense.
Philosopher.
Yeah, philosophy. Yeah, it's a giant philosopher stuff.
We're back there all again. Okay. I still just think you're delusional. Like, I get what you're saying. I get it. But again, why would another god want to give you the same power as themselves? That part there doesn't make sense. If they make you as strong as them, or even remotely close, you can be a threat. Power is something people crave once they've had a taste.
He would say that nothing is a threat to a god. Gods are immortal.
You believe you're immortal.
I think he would say, I will be.
Once I hear Rayla's voice, I'm a motion to the others to say that she's in there. And
I just sent him a message. Sorry. All right. I say we bust down the door, hit whatever the fuck is talking with oil, and then set it on fire. Right?
I think.
It sounds awful. Just burn it.
oh my
Set
goodness.
it free. I got these 2 oil flasks. Let me use them on something.
You know what? Go.
He shoots
Go
fire
crazy.
out of his fist. Let's
Got
just
you.
set the pitch on fire.
Go
Burn
crazy.
it to the ground.
If that's what you really want to do.
It's worth a try, I suppose. But
we could try. I don't believe I'm agreeing to this.
I want you to know that looks way too much like an urn.
Full pop.
Okay, so are you ready?
I love that the inside of your urn is censored by your. It was censored
It's a
for a
little,
second.
it's a little pot that I hold paintbrushes in.
Love that. Okay.
Well, if
Next to my Road's okay as DM.
Do you have anything
Hell
to
yeah.
start
I
a
read
fire?
mom and not DM, and I was like, Mowgli, what?
Do you have anything to start a fire?
You have fire fists.
I have to be close. I can't just start
I've seen
punching.
you hit things from like 15 feet away with your fire fists.
We don't even know if whatever is 15 feet away.
You also run like the wind, so like
Guys,
So my
how-
understanding is
guys.
you're going to just
guys,
throw it, and then I'm just supposed to
guys,
run.
please.
set it on fire, and then we get the hell out.
Guys, please, let's just go in there and we'll figure it out.
I don't want to go in the. Did you hear that voice? I'm not going in there.
All right, so I'm gonna
That man has like
quietly
throat cancer or something.
open up the door.
You open up the door.
Yes.
You open up the
Try
door,
not to get noticed. Mhm.
and noises. So here's the thing. When you open it up, the noise doesn't necessarily matter because there's a little light above the door that blinks red.
Damn.
And as the door opens, Raylith, you have just said, I think you're delusional. And you see the door open. The light turns red, casting a red glow over pretty much the rest of the room. The red glow doesn't really matter that much, though, because the rest of the room is covered in a lot of blood and gore and viscera, and it's atrocious looking anyway. But when that happens, it is very obviously noticeable, and this thing turns and looks towards the door and says something along the lines of, "I told you your friends would come."
Ew, what the fuck
So
is
am I to
that?
expect that you have
Oh.
a divinity seed?
Ew, brother.
Where are we on the map?
Brother, ew.
What is that?
Ew, brother, ew.
Sorry, I just memed my own thing, and that's it is what it is.
I tried to ask you like an important question, and now I don't even want to meme it.
I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. The way he
No,
said it
no,
was just.
no.
Anyway, what was your question?
No. This is what you've done. This is what you've done.
Okay.
Does she have a
Deal with the
divinity?
consequences of your actions.
Raylith's question is lost in Aggie going, "Eh!"
Ew, what is that? Brother.
Me. Just raises my
You're
axe a little
expecting
higher.
us to believe that you have the divinity seed, that you have that power.
I will.
And where do you think you're getting it from? You think wiping every soul from here, which is what sprouts from it, is going to give it to you?
He would say something along the lines of, "I was told by a god that if I gather enough pieces, I could obtain this power."
Yeah, you
Here's my
little
problem
flip
with
piece
that
together.
Here's my problem with that statement. We weren't initially from here. Your God didn't account for us, therefore he never meant for you to be whole.
Raylith, don't antagonize the
She's
thing.
pulling out her sword now. She's noticed that you guys are
Come-
here. She no longer
Come
is.
on. Leave the room. Come on. Just over the guy. Just fly away. Come on.
Okay. And if you're
Right.
pulling your sword, then he would say something along the lines, and I wish I could do the voice, but my throat is still scratchy.
Do you need more
at the
orange juice
moment.
and training
I
again on
might
your
need more
voice?
orange juice and training. Yes. He would say something along the lines of, "Then come and behold the power of the inventor." And
Initiative!
that would be initiative. We only have like 15 minutes, and that's not enough to do this fight. Because there are mechanics to
Damn.
this fight. And we'll talk about that on
Oh.
our next episode. So
Don't
for
like that.
now, we will start off
Don't like
next episode with the the boss encounter of this particular arc, and we'll continue the story and stuff from there. For now, though, we will end this episode. To everybody who tuned in, thank you all very, very much. We appreciate you. We love you. Remember that just because the show, the episode is ending doesn't mean the show is over. We're going to be back in just a few minutes to talk about some of the crazy lore drops and stuff in this episode. And the little bits of tomfuckery that this party does all the time that ended up in me really not wanting to, just murder a character. Because I'm not a bloodthirsty DM, but look, I was like, I don't know if I have a choice at this point. I don't know if I can actually get them here fast enough. And we'll see how that goes. But if you want to hear that conversation and so on and so forth, remember, like I said, stick around for bonus action, and we will chat about it. Otherwise, tune in next week for the boss fight and to see what's going to happen with the end of this arc. And I will see you all next time. Until then, take care, love each other. We'll see you in just a few moments. Say bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
See you soon.
Bye,
For now.
everybody.
And we'll see you all in just a little bit. one button. There we go. And we're back for the bonus action.
Jazz
Everybody's here
hands.
this time. Yeah, jazz hands for Jesus, everybody.
What?
Hello?
Never heard that before? Jazz hands for Jesus?
No.
It's a whole meme. Anyway, we are back for bonus action. We're here to talk about the episode. Everybody's hanging out this time because this episode was
Yeah.
pretty intense, and apparently some people have some things to say about it. Yeah, so we're just gonna go ahead and jump in. I mean, the obvious question, the first question I ask pretty much every time is, what did my players think of the episode? We had a lot more story drops, some that can have implications for the entire campaign, and may kind of shift this whole thing into a different viewpoint on what you guys have. Thoughts? What we got? Drop them.
I think
Questions?
player wise, I think there was a lot of like theories going on, like all over the place. So
Yeah.
whether you want those in here or not, that's
When you feel free to drop theories, by all means.
again the referencing almost word for word or word for word what Min has said to us before. I know you like to do that like storytelling thing where like you wrap things around.
I do
I'm just like-
circular storytelling in some cases.
Yeah, so I'm just sitting here like, is this a false circle? Like, are we about to have some weird little like thing going on, or like, are we catching on to what you're throwing down way too early?
Yeah, I mean, it could be. There is some other stuff that I've dropped during this that will come out later and stuff, but it's a theory to have. Could Min have been the person, the god, quote unquote, who's influenced Bryn? Sure, it could happen. You guys don't know who it is, but it could be.
There was so much. I literally had to mute my mic because there was no fucking way that I could freak out inside. I had to freak out outside. So I was sitting there looking like a crazy person talking to myself. Because so I was at first when she answered the question, he doesn't have the definitive that, and so brain is starting to malfunction. And he learned how to do, but I don't think it's men, because but it could be men, because and this could also be like a failed experiment, and she knew to take us here, so she knew that this is going on. Like, she knows this is a thing. She wouldn't give us the answers, and now we have to defeat him, and because it's all about building up strength, which is also, a curiosity in and of itself, because it's like, can you defeat one of my failed attempts who has gained a lot of strength in one way because they know how to utilize things, in a similarity to the World Stone because it's taking souls, and that was just that part.
Yeah.
When I say I have a lot of feelings on this, I mean it.
Mowgli, Steven, any thoughts on it?
Yeah,
I don't
we may
think-
just cleaning up her old messes eventually. That she's just gonna take us to different places that her previous failed. They were just cleaning up to see if we are better than her previous attempts.
Than her failed attempts.
Yeah.
Also, sorry, Mowgli. You'll get when you think about it, why didn't she just take this world stone? If she's going around getting world stones and supposedly preserving,
she did
the
say
world.
when you guys first got here that the divinity seed, the world stone from this world, is unattainable.
I'd have to look back at the notes because that's probably in there.
She did say that.
But that still leads to the question, why? You know this world exists. You obviously know what's going on. You threw us in here knowing. Why?
So the World Stone is a battery, and it's a battery that runs and gives out souls. If Bryn is taking all those souls and giving them and putting them into the bodies of his servants, the divinity seed is probably no longer a battery full of souls that Min can use. My idea is that Min
That makes sense.
isn't the one who taught Bryn how to harvest souls, but they may have the same person who taught them both how to harvest divinity seeds. And she wants us to come here to figure out how this planet's divinity seed was harvested and tell her how. Because she doesn't want to get into a fight with something that has been sucking up all the souls and is super powerful and she could die. So give it to us. That's my theory.
I also have a bit of a question on, because obviously in Astra they don't believe in gods. Here, he did. He prayed. Someone heard him. There's so many questions. So there's so many
This
things.
part's
Was
been
it
explained before.
happenstance?
Well, that
Huh?
part's been explained before. That part has been explained before. Like, there are and or were gods. They're just, they don't give a fuck, kind of a thing. Like, they fucked off. That's part of the reason
Yes,
half the worlds are getting, like, the rifts are
but
tearing and
they
stuff,
listened
because they left the world they were on.
and gave him this power. My question in that is, like, not only who is it, is she familiar with it? Does she just want the answer of how it's done? Does she already know it? Like, you know, all the things.
A lot of lore drops, but still a lot of questions. Best kind of lore.
Then I-
I love still making you guys think.
I
Mowgli,
don't
you were trying
enjoy
to-
it.
What?
You were trying to speak before.
No, I got out what I was trying to say.
Okay.
I don't think Min is the person who told Bryn how to siphon off souls. I think they may have had the same person or someone else told Min, but she wants to know why the divinity seed is no longer here and send us in to
Well,
figure
it's
it
still
out.
here,
It's unobtainable because there are no souls on the planet.
but the seed itself is still there.
But it's unusable.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my theory is
I mean,
she didn't
those,
want to face whatever's there.
I mean, those
Once
are
again.
valid theories all around, but we'll have to continue playing for a little bit longer to see if any of that holds water. My second question would be not as players, but as characters. What do you guys think of Bryn? His whole.
Oh, I thought you were about to say, what do we think about this? And I'm like, I'm not a puppet anymore. And then
Oh,
you
yeah.
said about Bryn, and I was like, oh.
Well, of the 0.2 seconds I got a glimpse of this fucker, I don't want to.
Fair. Yeah.
I think you did good with the voice to kind of match with the like horrific thing that he is.
I'm sad
Yeah.
I cannot continue.
I know
along
you're
with
going to be in
but-
pain tomorrow, and I'm sorry.
No, not in pain.
I knew the
just-
minute you brought out that voice, I was like, oh, this isn't going to last long. Oh, they're having an entire conversation. How's he doing it? Oh, there it goes.
Yep, I thought it would be a couple lines and I'd be good to go, but yeah, no, it just kept going for a little bit, and that's cool, guys. I wanted to give out the information, and I wanted to give out the information character, but boy, that voice does not last super long. Like, I got 10 minutes maybe.
Good shit, though. Good shit.
Yeah. What did you guys think of the voice? Because I saw some expressions when I started.
It was magnificently terrifying. I always have the expressions.
Yeah, I saw
The voice
Sammy's
was
jaw
pretty
hit the
bad.
floor for a second. She had to pick it back up.
Yeah, it was phenomenal, but I was also like, oh.
Also,
About that.
the brother.
The minute
I could not resist saying that. Though, like the way that Mogi
Can't
said
resist
it
that meme.
specifically. Like,
The minute you started talking and like describing it, that's the first thing I was like, ugh. And then I was like, I'm just gonna burn it with fire. Like, how am I gonna set it on fire? I have no spells that do fire. What do I have? A flask.
Raylith has a thing. I'm just saying, if you during this fight you go fire, Raylith be like, I got you. Got you.
It's like what happens when you find a giant spider in your house? You just set the house on
Set it
fire.
on fire.
Yeah. What do you
don't have a
do
house
when you found a warehouse full of marionettes and this fleshy, gurgly goblin? You set it on fire.
I love that we were on the same track though, because I literally was like, "So what's in our haversacks again?"
I was looking through my inventory. I was like, did I put flasks in my haversack? Because I usually do when I set up a new character.
I mean, it's
That's
there's a lot of
fantastic.
stuff in the sacks. I kind of set them up intentionally to be kind of vague so that you guys can have random items and stuff if you need them, because I realized that the way I was doing things with the Guardian Corps being the one to give you guys supplies, that you guys might not be able to get some of that stuff, and I was like, I'll just have men give them stuff and not tell them what I give them, so I can just choose whether or not they have it during any given situation. Fun little DM tip for you. They don't know what's in there, so I can tell them it's not if they ask. Like fucking.
Do I have a 3-foot
paint.
statue?
He's never giving anyone a statue ever again.
Oh,
Yeah, there's a story there. I had a game where we had 2 casters, and they decided to take a statue, a massive statue, and use enlarge spell. The shrink.
Well,
enlarge.
they reduced it first.
Well, yeah, reduce enlarge. That's the name. I was trying to think of what the other word was. Reduce enlarge. So they reduced the statue down to something they could throw, and then they waited a turn. And what they did was they had one character throw it, and the other character, when he threw it, triggered enlarge to make it really big again, so they could drop it on top of a boss. And they one-shot my boss. So
Love
was the
that
thing.
for
And,
them.
and I let them
Wish
do
we
it
could do that
because
now.
that's fucking cool. It'll never happen again. Like, it's not going to happen. I'm not going to allow it to happen. God can do that. So,
meanwhile, we're like, fire right now.
yeah, literal
Yeah,
owl
little
bear
owl
from the
bear.
top rope. Like, no joke. That's exactly what they did. I'm like, well, fuck. Okay. Yeah, no, he's dead as shit, but you know, don't think that's gonna work twice. Like, I'm not
You know, it
putting,
never
said we're-
says
I'm not putting
anything-
statues
never-
near any other battleground ever again. It's not gonna happen.
And with enlarge reduce, it doesn't say anything about reducing the weight. So it could just stay the same weight.
You know, at the time, that's not, you know, that's not what it is. And like I said, I allowed them to do it. Keep in mind, I will allow players to do stuff if I think it's cool. And in that moment, I was like, that's cool. Doing it twice, not cool. You know what I mean? Like,
Not cool.
leave it
I
for,
learned.
yeah, leave it for the one moment. Call it out every time you want to talk about D&D again. We're not going to talk about how you do that to every boss now. That's not going to happen. So, because then it's just getting cheesy. But yeah, so from chat, if you guys saw any of the lore drops or heard any of the cool stuff, like, what did you guys think? Is there anything
Opinions.
particularly fun that you guys liked that we
Feelings.
feelings?
How was your day?
You can tell us about your day if you want to.
Oh, if any of you are in
I do.
Discord, I threw up a picture of what Bryn might look like.
Oh yeah.
Oh, definitely,
I wonder if
totally,
I can-
basically.
I could probably just doesn't matter.
No. Join the Discord.
I mean, yeah,
Discord,
for
go
obvious
see it.
reasons, you should join the Discord. But
Terrifying.
I want to figure out how to.
It's awful. It's terrible.
That is, I can't. The problem is I can't swap off this screen in Discord, or else our cameras go really weird, and I don't want to do that right now.
Eh.
So I'll probably do it.
And
next
it's
time.
called
Did anybody have a favorite moment of today? Did you hate a character? Did you love a character? Did you think I was stupid? I always think
I
that.
did.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It just
yeah.
kind
See?
of happens. A lot of times I'm like, fucking Sam.
Yeah,
Every time.
I have that effect on people. Specifically Shane.
Yeah.
With reason.
Yeah,
Not just in D&D.
in life.
Just in general. Courtney will be like, hey, so Sammy called me. I'm like, son of a bitch. Please no.
He's a
Just
fact.
happens. Mowgli took
Here.
it too far with the there we go. Mowgli's got me. Yeah, this thing.
It's great.
Yeah, that.
It's called a
Hate
Flesh Colossus, and I don't know what book it's from.
You know what?
Mm.
Flesh Colossus fits.
Yeah. It's a
Sure.
construct,
Danny
right?
said
Horribly
Mowgli took it
atrocious.
too far with the axe joke. You should have shoved him. He would have folded.
Yeah.
I didn't even like. I wasn't planning on making that joke, and then I was like, "Oh, it's perfectly lined up right here. Let me just go."
I'll be honest. All I heard was basically an insult, and I was just like, all right, next. I can't start a PvP right here, right now.
Oh man.
Yeah.
We were just gotten onto like a bunch of children for not working together.
Yeah.
I said that several times during this episode. And I will say again, this is probably the most dysfunctional group. Like every other group, like it's like, yeah, okay, yeah, let's work together. This group is like, okay, but what if
What if we abandon the fairy?
What if we leave? What if we
To
just
be-
tell Min to find us a different one?
To be fair, unless like we work together a lot while training, we've only really like worked together for about a day.
well,
Been more than a day at this point.
yeah, well, I
No,
mean,
we were
it's
trapped
like
in a
few
rift.
days at this point. But like,
Yeah.
So like 2 days ago, we were new recruits, and then we went through the
Maybe
rift
feels like
to the
forever.
timey-wimey thing, and then we spent a day like making like hunting down useless stuff, at least me and Zen. And then today
Yeah,
we
there
went
was
on patrol. Like it's been 2-3 days since we've known each other.
I mean, you guys did do a long rest during this as well and stuff. So it has been 2 days
Yeah.
just inside the kind of Eberron section and stuff. There's been a
Look, I think
my
we're
favorite
technically
phrase-
improving.
I get to finally say my favorite phrase. It's been about a week.
God dang it. I mean, to be fair, we also had the like wibbly wobbly timey wimey shit where it felt like forever. So
Yeah.
I don't know if you were the real Raylith.
you're the one who was saying you believed that because you went over to Tomas like, hey, buddy. And then he was like, who the fuck are you? And you're like, what do you mean, who the fuck are you?
Did I believe that, that entire thing was fake, or is Reggie that oblivious?
Reggie?
Reggie.
You're going back to Reggie?
Oh,
Ah,
God.
shit. Aggie.
Wow.
We
Who's
can't have so
Reggie?
many R names in here.
That's a fucking.
I know, I'm
Uh,
already fucking up real bad.
Reggie was my
Raina,
last chaotic character who couldn't get
Reggie was
anyone's name right.
beautiful.
Yep.
Reggie was beautiful.
And
You got
he
my name
said-
right.
As a DM, Reggie was not beautiful.
He was beautiful.
But that's
I
what,
kept
that's what
mix-
Mowgli does.
I kept mixing up Tiamat and Titiana, who is the Fae Queen
Okay.
of like
Itiana?
Is that her name?
Titania.
Whatever.
Tidiana. I get it.
Tidiana.
I get it. Fair.
So, I mean, depending on which form you see her in, maybe. But yeah, that is not just a Reggie thing. That is, in fact, a Mowgli thing.
I'm also really bad with names, just in general.
All right. Well, yeah, that was the episode. We had a lot of fun with that, or I had a lot of. I hope you guys had a lot of fun with that. I hope you all
It's a thumbs
enjoyed
up.
the story stuff. You all have about a week. Once again, question.
Oh my god.
To think
Right.
about the implications, to further refine your theories and kind of get those into place and stuff before we start. The next episode, which will start with the boss encounter with Bryn the Inventor.
That fucking thing.
Yeah, there are some really fun things. Super excited to see
You
it.
know, you said he was a flesh golem, and me as a player slash DM, I know constructs are immune to charmed condition, and I have like 3 spells that do charm. My
He's-
entire build is around charming
I think
people.
I said I think he's a flesh golem. I don't think Shane ever actually said he's a flesh
I think
You
I
said it
did
was-
say he's a flesh
He did.
golem. Yeah.
He did say
He
was
is
a
he is
flesh
based
golem.
on a
Did you?
flesh golem, and he has a lot of damage and capabilities.
And then I was like, oh, I have something that can do like that's an intelligence save. It's like, oh, he's an inventor. He probably has high intelligence. Shit. Great. I would be useless in this fight. Absolutely useless.
It
Just
will
in
You
be
this
have
fight.
oil and I have fire. You are not useless.
will be a difficult fight. I wish I
Combo
could,
move.
show you guys where the difficulty bar is, but I'm gonna let you know it is very red.
Love that.
How
press.
red would have it been? Just dead? Just Raylith dead? Is that how we would have
It's
been?
the
Yeah,
past
no, like
deadly
there's
encounter.
no way in hell Raylith would have by herself. I'm gonna be honest.
I'm gonna go
there's
ahead
no way in
and
hell.
prep. I'm gonna go ahead and prep Mimi's funeral arrangements.
You know,
I don't think with 4 of us it'll be that bad. Might want to have something prepared, but like
and technically you guys did do a long rest right before this. I've kind of, I don't want to say catered to you, but there haven't been any encounters since then.
he was very nice to me because he mentioned I also got a long rest. I'm assuming that's while I was in the cryopod.
Yep.
yeah.
Maybe if you got a long rest, you have inspiration at your disposal.
Oh,
Don't forget
Yeah.
should
that.
I add that? I should add that.
Yeah.
Because you will forget before next week.
You will.
You're absolutely correct.
And that's a
I
plus
almost said
20 on your
Beyond.
Honestly,
Beyond?
even with it on
Beyond.
your screen, I think you still might forget about it. So,
Shh.
Probably. It's her we're talking.
entirely possible.
As loving as I
I
can
need
say
you to-
that.
Like I said,
I-
next
You
week
can't hear me shushing you, but I am.
next week we will start with the encounter with Bryn the Inventor, and we'll see. We may even finish the arc. Maybe. We'll see how that goes. And I'm excited to see where I'm going to take you guys next, because I know it's coming, and I have some ideas. I will say this: the next arc, just as a little teaser, might involve Aggie a lot, because it might be the horniest arc I've ever made.
Oh,
Oh no, what?
Oh.
That is
Well,
the only
good
teaser
sir.
I'm going to give you, but there are some there's some things when I look up some points and some images where I'm like, oh, they are not gonna.
So we're fighting Titiana? Is that what you're saying?
We're not fighting Titiana, but I'll give you guys a hint. The next, I will be introducing an actual god from Dungeons and Dragons lore, I mean, and it will be Lolth.
lol.
I don't want to fuck a spider person, but I'll do it.
Oh,
See how that
there's
goes.
gonna
He
be
said
a
not
lot
my
of fan
favorite.
fic going on.
But a little teaser for you guys for what's coming. You know, if you hung out for the bonus actions. But remember, this episode will be up on YouTube probably tomorrow. If you want to watch back and see anything you missed, or of course, you can always tell your friends, your families, your Uber drivers, your coworkers, your random people you meet on the street, passing the mall, if malls are still a
Kidnap
thing.
someone.
Yeah, if
Force them to watch it.
if you kidnap people for a living, go ahead and just go ahead and throw us up on
let's change what you said there.
no. Whatever you do. Go ahead and throw us up on go to your doctor's office. Here's what you do. Go to your doctor's office, put us up on their TV. You got to stop by the
Ooh,
dentist, just be
yeah.
like, yeah, just throw it up on there. Get as many words and stuff out there as you can. Let everybody know who we are and what we're doing. And then join the Discord and stuff. It's down there in the link somewhere below us, I'm pretty sure.
Please.
So you
My
can
kids are
hang out and chat
starving.
with us. Also, we will be doing affiliate very soon. You guys can see some emotes and stuff if you give us some follows when we get that up. So look out for that. Until then, we'll see you guys next time. Take care of each other. Love each other. We love you very much. See you. Till then, bye-bye.
Bye.